3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. See? You have no control over this, Lamont. By the way, if you guys forward this, you guys are assholes.
You're missing out.
Because it's going to be a performance.
February performance. Let's see it.
Chicano chofo, tomando chelas, chingando tacos, having some fun. Chicano chofo, all kinds of masa. Bernie's all nervous. Give 'em a beer. Chicano chofo, este es el lazo. Just lost a fan. Oh, well, tough shit. Chicano chofo, Ramon's el guapo. He tells good stories. Let's interrupt. Chicano chofo, we love our fans. We hope you like this. If not, oh well. Take it, Steves. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Home Steeple Band. En batería, Don Filemón. En el bajo, el Uñas. En el huevito, el Chilaquil.
Ya no nos aplaude nadie.
No, ya no. En producción, el Banquita Sarabia.
Oh, shit.
There we go. En backup vocals today, Noelia. Y el rey de la nalga, el Steves.
¿Me das? Las que me das, culero.
Y en voz, su humilde servidor, Ramón. Gracias.
Culero.
El chacal, ¿dónde está el chacal?
For all your party needs, for all your gatherings, para el pinche desmadre.
World War III fucking farewell events.
You know, aquí estamos.
This is the Peace Jam right here.
Yeah.
This is what brings the whole world together right here, bro.
Cántenle una al Putin, güey, para que se le quite lo puto al cabrón.
El Putin. Hey, if you go to Canada, those are fries with gravy.
Ahí te va Putin.
Hey, Canadians are wondering what's the hay with their dish, like, what the fuck? Why is our favorite dish trending on Twitter today?
That's true.
Look at his head. Wait, parece...
Así como
turn
que
to the side.
his headphones parece que explotaron esas chingaderas, güey.
No mames.
Hey, wait, just we can't have like an insensitive fucking jokes about war, because I think that's where this is kind of going with, and we gotta hold back a little bit, right?
¿Por qué, güey?
No, we should
Humor
shit on
is
the
the
war.
best medicine. Laughter.
We should shit on war.
No, yeah, we should shit on war. We shouldn't have a war.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my opinion.
Well, we are not having a war, pero
Wait, well, the world.
the world
Not yet, right?
No.
It's crazy, güey.
está cabrón, güey.
like, I don't know. I think the minute that your decisions start disrupting the family, essence, that's a war already. Look at all the families that are already displaced,
No.
Pero, pues, that song was nice, Esteban.
Did you like it?
Yes, I liked it.
Oh, that's
Nunca te he visto
awesome.
en acción.
Sabes que nobody ever compliments me when
Nah,
I
you're
play
the
music.
best.
But I'm glad I have a true friend around now.
Yeah.
fuck?
I've seen this shit since, 18? Since you're
Dude,
18, 19?
you saw me when I was still playing Come As You Are.
Yeah. Cuando tenía un tatuaje nomás el güey.
Nomás uno.
It's been a long time,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. You're good, dude. You're so good at this.
Yeah, nah, I have
No,
my
sí,
moments.
güey. Te vi en tu momento. I'm like, wow, I miss seeing him in his moments.
Pa' que vean, this is all live. This is all in fucking. That's why we get so offended when everybody skips the intro.
I know. I do. They're like, fuck that. I don't even listen to the intro no more.
Este güey, that's all he lives for. The intro song every week.
No, he
bro.
lives for the praises. He lives for the fucking positive reinforcement. That's what he lives for.
Wait a minute, we're talking about me now?
Yeah, bro. The fucking.
Not puren, güey.
Hey, good thing he didn't bring the whiteys today porque forget it. It would've
Oh
been
shit,
on.
you got some new kicks.
Mira,
güey.
tiene la banderita mexicana,
Está
güey.
todo patriota, güey.
Yeah, no, esos son de León, Guanajuato, güey.
Those are the Pirata Red Wings straight out of
Hey,
Mexico.
Hey, güey, es para la guerra.
I don't know.
Or the Red
Que
Wings.
se ve con los pinches paisas.
Hey,
and
wait.
shit.
When I got these got that Mexican leather smell.
Oh, I love it, güey. Yeah.
¿No tienen el diesel smell?
No, it doesn't.
That's
Like,
not
there's a Mexican leather smell, and then there's like a American leather smell.
Yeah, it's called Plomo, güey. That stuff's not that good for you. güey.
It's called the smell of children that were making your boots.
You're gonna get cancer on your fat toe. It's like when it turns black, it's not hongos, way. Check for lumps.
Wow.
You gotta check that
Wow.
black. You gotta check that black toenail and see if there's no,
No, se le va a
lumps.
caer, güey.
Hey, that's what my grandma said. Way. I'm just handing down the advice,
Plomo,
bro.
güey.
The
My
knowledge.
grandma said if you have a black fucking toe, it's cancer.
La uña
Check for
negra?
lumps. It's disguised as hongos. That's where it gets everybody. Hongos and cancer in the same family. Way.
No mames.
According to my grandma, always.
Hey, man, so I got me these little botitas.
Dude, those are nice, way. I
Padilla.
didn't mean to shit on them, way. I like
No,
them.
they're nice.
They're
Luego,
suede. Nomás que el suede is kind of crazy, way.
well, more like they were like on a deal. I guess they were trying to fucking clear out a clearance sale.
Because the plomo, way, they fucking...
Ya se les murieron 3 atendientes, güey.
the,
3 zapateros. They already died. Like, we gotta get these out,
There's a
güey.
bunch of dudes with 7 toes or what?
Hey, güey, entraste a la tienda con tus whiteys, tus Reeboks, tus Nikes o Reeboks.
No son ni Reeboks ni son Nikes.
it's just tan chingón, yeah.
No, they're nice.
So Guanajuato's known for leather, huh, bro?
Hey, wait, but why does it look like Esteban's shoes fit in those, way?
Es que estoy patón, güey.
I don't know, way.
Is it true that what they said about Casa?
No.
No? Oh, so those cost the same as mine?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm all like, nah, güey, no. I'm not even gonna start
I don't
that.
think that's true.
No es cierto.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about price, bro. The fuck where you going, way? What? You're Mexican, bro. You don't got a big dick. Let's fucking be honest,
Let's
güey.
be honest, güey. Como dice mi papá, con estos cabrones piso un gato ni la cola le sale, güey.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Why you gotta be all aggressive?
I know, why the
Los
animal cruelty,
gatitos,
güey?
pobrecitos, los gatitos,
Why the
güey.
animal cruelty,
That's
bro?
what my dad says.
No, your dad's cruel too. Chiviejillo.
Shit our parents say, huh?
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? I was listening to the episode last week. You guys were saying, este pinche puras diretes, like all these sayings. You're like, you should write them down, Esteban.
I do write them down.
Yeah, porque a veces
I
también-
write a lot of the stuff down.
Because I'll say some shit to him, like, where did that come from? My parents, dumb shit.
Yeah. I mean, our parents say that. I'm telling you, my grandma says the fucking hongos with cancer. I mean, how you gonna argue with that, dude?
Ya tienes cáncer en la pata,
They
cabrón.
fucking, those are the people that fucking fought off the French, bro. These are the
Yeah.
people that we listen to. Where fucking, if you tell me that my black toenail is cancer, I'm gonna believe you. We fought the French off, bro. That's what I chingada. Hey,
Y
imagine
dejen el virote. Se me van a la chingada, pero me dejan los virotes.
Hey, ese bolillo, culeros.
Aquí lo hicieron, aquí se queda.
And let's not remember that the French try to fucking bully us, bro. And we're like, Oh, yeah, culeros.
Hey, Raymond, that's why he hates the French, no?
Yeah, that's why he probably hates
Yeah,
them.
yeah, that's why.
Dice el güey,
That's
pero...
why.
Raymond's...
Pero fue a France, ¿no, el güey?
Yeah, bien a gusto.
Yeah.
Tomándose
Beautiful,
fotos.
beautiful.
Culero.
The Eiffel Tower and the wonderful baguettes. Like, wait, in France?
Culero.
You know, I think I'm going to change my opinion on them.
No, he
Give me
didn't.
some white shoes.
There are beautiful people out there.
What the fuck? This guy, who is this guy, güey? Who the fuck is this
¿Cómo ha
guy?
cambiado, güey?
Hey, wait, cuando fuiste a Europe, did you say you were Mexican or Americano?
Mexican.
Okay, porque they hate Americans. They hate us over Americans.
They do?
They don't. I wouldn't say hate, but they do loathe us, or they do like they have that typical mentality that we're loud, we're fucking I don't know,
But we are.
privileged.
¿De dónde sacarán?
Those are all straight facts, bro. I don't know where the...
I'm American. Do you speak American? Do you speak
Oh,
English?
the whole like, speak to my lawyer shit.
But everybody has that, way.
Yeah, no, I mean over there, I was actually trying to get them to speak Spanish.
I mean, if you talk to the, like with all this Ukraine, Russia shit, if you talk to the older people that are like maybe 50s, 60s, they still have that Russian shit that was the propaganda like back in the 80s and shit.
Don't talk, don't smile, don't.
No,
nothing.
not that. It's just that's the enemy. That's fucking.
Yeah.
They see all this differently than people
us.
that are younger. They're like, yeah, I told you. Fucking, did you see Rocky? See, I told you. Like, well,
Ay,
dude,
güey, Rocky.
That's
chill.
true.
Hey, Ivan Drago, bro.
Like, chill. It's always been like the narrative.
Hey,
like
but
Russian.
you know what? Now that I think about it, though, there's a little something fake about that because at the end they're cheering for Rocky. You know, like allá todo el mundo los dieron balaseado, they were cheering for Rocky.
That's true.
You know? So there's a flaw in
Wait
that
a
movie.
minute, that's true. They were cheering for Rocky.
Yeah.
Ay, güey.
Esa película me traumó.
Rocky?
Why?
Sí, esa parte.
The robot?
It's a
Because
great
they killed
story.
the friend.
Oh, even in the beginning.
Hey, you gotta crack a few eggs and make an omelet, dude.
No,
Come on.
Make a movie, bro.
You don't want to have
Hey,
everybody
es que ya
here.
estaba saliendo caro Paulo Creed, ¿no? He was Action Jackson.
Se le subió. He was on Arsino. Oh, nah, este güey ya se le subió.
Hay que matarlo.
sí, por eso lo mataron en pinche Happy Gilmore with no hand. Let's see on the budget. See on the budget.
It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
Wow.
You mambo.
Oh, God. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Está cabrón, güey.
Qué cabrones, güey.
The other day I was watching That's My Boy, and every time I see like Sandler movies, me acuerdo de pinche Fernie. You
Oh,
know,
right.
because in that movie, if fucking Adam Sandler is like, I guess it's like he's always drinking, and whenever he falls, he like o lo tumban, he never spills his beer. Like I didn't spill my beer, bro. I didn't spill my beer, guy,
Dude.
and everything. I'm all like, and Fernie always found that funny. He's all like, hey, fucking no tiro la chela.
Man, I've always hated Adam Sandler, way, because in high school, fucking, I would try to talk to chicks, and they would tell me that I look like Adam Sandler, way. Supposedly, as a young kid, you remember my face? Supposedly, I look like Adam Sandler.
No,
No?
I don't think so.
They were just being nice?
You look like La Fayuca, Adam Sandler.
no, fuck my-
Jesus Christ.
Adam Sandler got rid of by the trash truck. Simón,
Jesus
güey.
Christ.
The chafa version.
I guess. I don't know. They hurt my feelings.
Esteban, fuck them. Ahorita si las ves, they'll be like, ay, vas a ver.
No,
go
well,
look for them.
they peaked early, so there's that.
No. There's somebody else that you remind me of, but I can't think of it right now.
Esteban, your friend.
Oh, okay.
That
That's igual
guy.
que yo, Esteban. People are like, oh, I met some chick that reminds you. You're like, nah. No. She's funny. No, she's not. No, she's not. Oh, she's kind of, no.
Well,
She's as angry as you. No, nobody could be angrier. No.
you're not that angry, are you?
I play it off. I play it off.
Hey, no, what keeps you up at night? What makes you toss and turn in that bed besides your dog?
No, esa güey, no, esa se queda dormida, güey.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's the one that tells me to shut the fuck up.
Stop. She fucking gets your fucking. How does she get all relaxed? I wonder.
Pues ahí. Con los fucking Dutch ovens and shit.
Dutch rudder, no?
Dutch
Ay,
ovens,
güey.
Dutch
Oh,
rudder.
no, Dutch oven, that's right.
What the fuck, güey?
Hey, what Dutch rudder?
rubber.
¿Este qué está
Oh, I
viendo,
thought he
güey?
said Dutch rubber. I was
No.
like,
No, Dutch rudder.
Dutch rudder.
what the fuck is that? I don't know.
You don't know the Dutch rudder?
You
Nope.
know, güey?
No,
You never
educate me.
seen Zack and Miri make a porno?
Nate.
Ay,
Who?
güey.
Zack and Miri?
Oh, yeah, pero ¿cuál parte es esa?
That's at the end when they're like el Weste
no
Jay
sé.
Muse le dice al Seth Rogen like, hey, I jerk off.
Oh, Oh, that's right.
But you grab my arm where I'm grabbing my chile, and I
De lo
grab
que
your
se
arm with the
acuerda,
chile,
güey.
and then we fucking
yeah,
move
güey.
on.
De lo que se
It's
acuerda.
not gay. That's it. It's not gay. It's not gay.
¿Te lo propuso Fernie or what?
Ya tiene como 10 años. Bringing it up.
That was the whole purpose of
I
being
got him on the
roommates.
fence. I got him on the fence.
But you keep telling them that it's not gay to try to convince them? No, that's what's happening?
I got him on the fence.
Hey, Fernie, it's not gay as long as you don't look at my eyes, bro.
Algo así, ¿no?
As long as you don't want to cuddle after.
If we have eye contact, then yeah, we
No me
cross the
mires.
line. We cross the
¿Quieres
line.
jugarte la vida por ella, galán?
Che Ramón. ¿Neta? No, I Dutch oven the dog. Ha hecho un pedo ahí que se duerma la cabrona.
That's funny. Yeah.
Why would you bring up the Dutch rudder to your sister, though?
I don't know. It's trigger, bro. It's a trigger.
What
Muscle
the
memory.
fuck, trigger?
I know,
You
right?
said Dutch.
Oh, okay.
You know, so like it triggers that
Could have
fucking
said double Dutch or, Dutch bakeries. No, Dutch rudder.
Dices a tu sister, no te la vas a jalar con el pelo.
I know. What the fuck? I don't know if I'm ever having that conversation
Yeah, I
with
know.
my sisters. Wait, I don't know. I'm not trying to judge, wait, but
No, wait, now, yeah. Raymond, you took it too far, man. What the fuck?
Fucking
know
Fernie's the one that pointed it out.
Hey, he's always
he
like-
made it fucking weird.
Esteban, he's
Yeah.
always like, hey, don't you find it weird, like, siblings that are a little too close? I'm like, yeah, dick, stay away. What the fuck?
yeah, seriously.
Hey, those siblings que se abrazan y se quieren. I'm like, yeah, that's weird.
Se besan en la boca. Los pinches.
Ew. Se sacan los mocos uno al otro. That shit's weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen, like, sibling, like, female sibling,
Too
male
close.
sibling. I'm like, hey, that shit's kind of weird.
Yeah, it trips me out when you see them like sit on the lap or los están
Yeah,
abrazando.
like-
or- yeah, that's weird.
They're like 32.
I know. Well,
A ver, mija, siéntate aquí.
obvio, it's raro because, we didn't grow up with that shit, but it's just like, still like, I mean, you're adults.
I mean, I kind of grew up with it. My uncles would tell my mom mija and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like the cariño, but it was still
But
like...
they wouldn't come up behind her and
No,
hug her
no,
all
of course
Y
cute
la
not.
and shit.
abrazaban.
Pero
and,
los
like,
hermanos, sí. No las hermanas. My uncles would fucking...
Se agarraban
Se agarraban, yeah.
se agarraban el kikiri's nice.
Yeah.
Wow, güey.
No, seriously.
Llegaste
To each
calentito,
other, los
güey.
men?
Yeah,
Oh, the
like
plate
busting
thing.
each other
Oh,
balls.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ay, literally.
Se agachaba un tío a recoger un pinche something que estaba vendiendo mi abuela. Ay, mijo, no te pongas así or shit like that.
Or they would go like, ay. Go in for
Like, Jesus Christ, bro. So uncomfortable.
And
right?
you're eating your fucking pita.
I
You're
don't
like, what the fuck?
I don't want to be associated with toxic men. So.
No quieres sacar la ña.
I leave the seat down. I have respect for
Good,
women.
good. Equal.
Wow.
No?
Fairness,
Hey,
equality.
isn't that like appreciated?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Now we have a female perspective, bro.
Hey, but wait a minute.
It's appreciated when it's down. You can no
all
están los
right,
droplets.
I get it. Like, okay, you finish and you lower it down, right? What about when they finish? Why won't they leave it up for us?
Hey, wait, you're a gentleman, bro. Like, you're supposed to take shit. Don't fucking complain.
Yeah.
Don't. What you want? Like, you want them to fucking go out of their way?
Really? Really?
Not going out of
I'm
my
all
way.
about equality, bro. I'm not.
Because it's a thing, though, because when you put it down, everybody's going to use it down.
No.
And only you guys are the ones that want it up.
I mean, just imagine taking a fucking shit without the fucking seat, way.
No, way, it's uncomfortable.
That's
Mexico,
in Mexico, güey.
yeah.
That's in Mexico.
No, but you.
Allá saben cómo cagar.
Te cobran si quieres el seat.
Pues sí.
Si quieres sin asiento, güey.
I've gone to Mexico where you know te dan el papelito and you buy fucking
Only 2
chiclets.
sheets?
Yeah.
Two
And I
sheets.
literally walked in, way, and I've seen footprints on the fucking seat, way. So
Yeah.
De aguilita, güey.
yeah, way.
Ay, güey, no.
I'm not that flexible,
Nah.
güey.
No.
No, güey.
Wait, but then the bathrooms too, they're very small, man. Who
Yeah,
the fuck
está
is doing
cabrón.
that?
And then the cracks in between the fucking stalls, like you could really,
Yeah.
like, you could see me, way. Like,
Yeah.
Pásame un rollo por ahí.
Le sobró un papelito por ahí.
Y luego cuando le bajas, it's all slow and shit.
No, yeah, dale como que
Yeah,
se
no
está...
shit.
like,
Está
como-
despidiendo.
Oh, God, dude,
Como
that's
que
so
se está
bad.
dando se está paseando. Se está dando un
Like-
pinche tour de la
Like,
taza,
it
güey.
swears gas is not fucking $6
Yeah.
now. Like, come on, anything now.
Like, hey, it was nice being in you, you know?
I hate those shits, bro. Like, you fucking...
It's a romantic little fucking gondola.
Yeah, it's kind of relaxing when you think about it.
Paseando.
But
No, güey, pero nunca lo miras y te admiras de que, like, fuck, that was a good shit.
I
right
created
there.
that shit.
You know, like, that's a solid
Hey,
fucking
you ain't
log
shit for
right
that.
there.
You want people to be around like, damn, nobody's here to see this shit.
No, you can't. You can't post that on your stories, way.
You can.
Well, you can, but like,
You know, you gotta be proud of your good masa.
wow.
Hey,
You know what? Your body's working al 100 if you got a good
Okay,
fucking
I'll be
masa.
expecting a story from you. Lead the way.
Mañana te mando la foto, güey.
Lead the way, bro.
no, we didn't
No,
say que me mande
Put
la
it on social media.
Oh.
That's what we're talking about. You're like, well, why not? Well, fucking lead the
I
way,
mean,
bro.
yeah, I'm just bringing it up. I'm not saying that I'm gonna be the pioneer to
No,
start it.
mándale nomás la foto a él.
Yeah, te la mando a ti.
Lead the way so Fernie can post it.
You know what? I used to have a friend que nos mandábamos fotos cuando cagamos or when we had a good shit. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Fernie.
You say you want to be that friend?
Fernie, no.
Yeah, I need to replace that friend.
I'm not that friend.
No.
There's a reason he hasn't sent it para acá, güey.
Yeah, no. But yeah, like allá en los, that's what I don't like to either in Mexico. Like you have to buy your toilet paper y nomás son 2 sheets.
Yeah, no, no.
And then it's thin.
And I bet you they spread the fucking.
Yes, they do.
the shit.
Oh, you gotta. No, te dan single ply. They don't even give you the 2-ply.
But that's what he's saying. They take apart the plies.
Yeah, they fucking. There's
You know what I'm gonna do next time? I'm gonna take my walking fire shirt.
Wow. Jesus Christ. I thought she was going to say my own wipes. I know. Fuck it.
Oye, mi own rollo. I'm like, no, gracias, porque te cobran. I mean, te cobran $3 o no sé cuánto por usar el baño. Pero if you want extra, te cobran extra, right?
Shit,
Yeah.
man.
You could even get a fucking torta ahogada where you're fucking dropping the torta.
They have a taquero in there, güey. That bitch taquero in the shit house.
Ay, me das 3 de suadero.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a little concession stand when they got snacks. They got kind of shit.
Vienen los pinches churritos, unos
Yeah.
tostilocos.
Those hot Cheetos.
Hey, you wouldn't shit on the fucking restroom if you went into Mexico and you had a whole fucking taquero in there, churros, all kind of shit.
Wait, so
Yeah, they do.
when we go to when we go to Mexico, hold on. When we go to Mexico, you know that little town where we get los tacos
Yeah,
de canasta? So you sit down, wait, and literally you can see the little stalls for the restroom. It's so uncomfortable if you gotta take a shit, que te van a oír, güey.
Y te ven las patas.
Y luego el pinche apeste, güey.
Está cabrón, güey.
And then when you don't see, feel like, dude, está de aguilita el güey.
Wow.
Está bien empinado el culero.
Estoy tragándome mis tacos. Like,
Hey, Ramon, I thought you were flexible, culero. Look at you. Hey, pocket, Ramon.
Tengo mis botas padillas. They got good grip, bro.
Esas botas de plomo, güey, están chidas.
No es
El
por
plomo
nada,
sticks
pero
good.
calidad, güey.
Make sure you check for lumps, güey. I'm fucking worried about you, güey. Naila, you gotta rub his fucking dark toenail, güey.
Fuck that.
Since you guys are so connected and united.
That. Ay, para eso tiene la mija.
Wow.
Hey, no. Speaking of so connected, I'm gonna tell you the time I filed my feet.
I think you already told that story.
So-
Oh, I
cares,
did.
man? Who
You know,
cares?
no.
I don't remember. Go
I
ahead.
had filed my feet. Ya ves todas las skin que se colecta. So, I
Yeah.
was,
Del callo, güey.
El callo.
Yeah.
güey.
so I was collecting y lo puse en la mesa. Mind you, I was
Yeah.
gonna clean the table.
Yeah.
Y este güey, hey, give me $100, I'll snort that shit. Casi, I'm like, papá, me presta $100. Pero random. 'Cause
Fucking Ramon.
the worst part is this, though. We were watching a movie or something. He's like, man, you're fucking sick. Because he nunca quería que yo hiciera nada con mis pies. You're fucking nasty ass feet. I'm like, oh, sí, güey, órale, pues. That's why on purpose I started collecting those fucking
Right there.
callos.
Hey, I got $100 for you. Where you still down for me?
Nah,
Y de
that was-
repente,
that was-
de repente.
That was 30-year-old.
That's when I was hurting.
No,
he said.
That's when I was paying. I was still paying for the divorce.
That's
man.
when I was doing a bunch of freelance work.
It was like, I don't want to live no more. Let me snort that shit.
People that do DoorDash now don't know how we did before.
I know. That's when Jackass came out. This is the kind of shit we were doing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. My dad loves that fucking movie.
Jackass?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Se
¿Cómo
caga
se
de-
llama en español Jackass?
Culero.
¿Culero?
I don't know, culero.
No sé cómo se llamaría.
I don't know.
My dad fucking se caga de risa every time they do all this. That's my dad loves it, like the slapstick kind of shit. Ponme los pinches locos que se pican el culo.
Los pinches marihuanos. Ponme los pinches marihuanos.
Do you remember In Living Color?
Yeah, of course.
El Men on Film? Hated it.
Yeah.
He would love that shit. Y no le entendía nada. He just like, ponme esos negritos. I'm like, do you know what they're making fun of?
Your dad's fucking watching he's watching Arsenio Hall. He's on Arsenio Hall fucking.
Yeah, he was conflicted between Arsenio and Don Francisco, güey.
Oh,
He was
shit.
watching the Apollo guy on Creed. Arsenio.
That's funny.
No, yesterday I went. I was like, oh, I'm going to go hang out with them for a bit, you know? Friday night, a little wild shit.
Yeah.
So fui. Y ya eran las 6, 7, like, vieja, ponme la misa. Because they watch misa on YouTube.
No shit.
So I'm like, oh shit, this man went from watching all this crazy shit to like, ponme la
Bien
misa.
modernos me salieron los ballesteros.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. And I'm like, fuck, I'll just sit there, listen to it too,
Ay, hoy la sufrida.
No, güey, porque es que, no, I don't
Y
mind
luego
listening.
cuando llega la hora de la consagración o pasar la hostia, no les da la cama y los taquitos.
No. So they put it on, and I'm just sitting, I'm like, fuck, like, I can't get out of it, I have to sit here. No me molesta. I don't mind sitting there and watching mass with them, but then there's the whole, like, talking and like, mira, mija, ¿escuchaste eso?
Yeah, el sermón.
Y
That's a
really,
mic drop.
this and
That's
that.
a mic drop.
Yeah, y luego, like, mira, está bien bonito lo que dijo el padre, ¿verdad? And I'm like, yeah, he was cool. I mean, of course, I have my views, and I'm like,
for sure.
because yesterday the sermon was about, redirecting your children. So the priest starts using the example of like, well, when you have a horse and it's a young horse, you're going to let it do whatever you want, blah, 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 blah. So that was his sermon. And then my mom's like, estuvo bonito el sermón. And I'm like, yeah, but motherfucker needs to tell people how to talk to their children.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, hey, sit your children. Talk to them this way. Don't
No
just compare them to
putazos.
fucking animals. Because if you're talking to gente del pueblo, gente ranchera,
They'll get it, right?
they'll be like, oh, a putazos me voy a dar
No,
este
este cabrón la agarro a varillazos.
Como
y me-
caballo, got
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Dile,
So-
ma, pero nosotros no te podemos dar una patada en la cara si no nos gusta.
Exactly. So then I was like, so she'll go into it, and I start going to my shit, y ahí empieza el pinche pleito, and I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna stay quiet,
Sometimes you just gotta stay quiet.
Yeah. Take the L, no,
Como
no.
dice, pick and choose your battles.
Well, especially with parents. Man.
yeah.
Like, they're so like, I mean, but obviously, right? They've been with that mentality for their whole lives.
Yeah. I mean, my parents are with 65 and up, 72, my dad.
Yeah.
So forget
That's another
it.
generation.
Hell yeah. I'm like, es lo que le dije a este güey hace poquito, like, talking about my parents que lo regañan todo el tiempo because he doesn't go to church. Y le digo, güey, just tell them what they want to hear. Like, stop complicating your life. Stop making them upset. Tú nomás nod along, like, sí, ama, sí. Ay,
Yeah,
sí.
that is true.
No, tienes razón. Just give it to them,
No.
That's what I do. Shit. I'm like, that's what I do.
Carry a little fucking Catholic starter pack in your car, güey. And
Yup.
just whenever you roll up to the house, put the rosario, the fucking...
Hey, pero if he starts doing that now, you don't think there's going to be like a red flag that he's going to leave and your mom's going to be like, creo que Ramón trae problemas.
Oh, yeah.
secretos.
No iba a la iglesia, ahora llega con su cruz.
Tiene secretos el pobre.
Yeah.
Creo que hay
con el agua
problemas.
Viene con el agua bendita. Ha de estar haciendo exorcismos el cabrón.
Oh, lo tiene, nah,
Yeah.
fuck.
That's what I'm conflicted with. Like when I like see our parents that they're very conditioned with like church, the whole Spanish kind of invasion shit, and so
Yep.
fucking like the people that think a little different, that how we used to be more holistic. I mean, how we used to live off the land and like medicine was there and like. And they shit on us for like experimenting with things where we're just trying to get back to what they're trying to get
Yeah.
to as well, but we're doing it in a different way.
Yeah. Es más, mira, yesterday when we were talking, my mom and I were talking about her birth certificate. Y dice que cuando ella nació en su pueblo, all the girls were named Maria. Maria followed by a second, and then all the guys were Jose. And I'm like, there it goes. Religion.
Yeah.
It's based on religion, how you name these kids.
Yeah.
Because now she's having issues with I don't know what. I don't know. She's just having issues with her birth certificate. I'm like, I don't know. Like, why
she
they
is?
name everybody Maria?
Oh, is that like a little confusing thing?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because all my tias are the first names are Marias.
Yeah.
Because in Mexico, the birth certificates, if your name Maria Mercedes, they put M.A. They just put M.A.
Yeah.
And then, so en Mexico se sabe que M.A. significa Maria. But then you come here,
Ma.
who's Ma?
Ma Mercedes.
Who's Ma Mercedes? My mom like, es Maria. Have you ever used that name? No, I don't use it, but it's on my birth certificate. So le están dando el pedo.
Oh shit. Yeah, that makes sense.
Shit.
So like, that's what you get.
They're like, oh, you're from fucking...
Small town.
So I'm saying that to say it all goes back to those traditions of naming your children after the Bible.
Maria's also pretty popular out in like Russia and those areas too.
Yeah.
Like you see a lot of Marias.
Yeah. Oh, because they were telling me somebody in their family was named Nemesio and Demesio.
Jesus Christ.
Nah.
I said the same shit. I'm like, what the? Like, hey, ¿por qué?
Nemesio y Nemesio.
Y luego dicen, es que te nombraron el día que caías. I'm like, well,
yeah.
obviously, but after the saints.
Oh, wow.
¿Qué no le dice nombre de pila? Es el nombre de pila,
I
¿no?
have no idea.
O nombre de calendario.
But
Jesus.
so I'm like,
bro.
yeah. So their names are usually after the
Starting to
saints.
feel a little more lucky with Fernando then.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel like we fucking come a long way now.
Yeah, shit.
From those days where we worked hard fucking, what was the name? ¿Cómo se llamaba?
Nemesio.
Imagine that way.
Nemesio y Demesio.
Hey, Nemesio. What the fuck? What's up with the audio?
Hey, güey, that's Nemesio, güey.
Arnulfos, Tiburcios.
I used to know an Arnulfo.
I knew one too.
Yeah. My dad was trying to educate me on the Ukrainian show yesterday. He kept saying NATO. I was like, ¿cuál NATO? Yo
You mean Neto? Neto?
I don't know no
Yo
NATO.
conocí un NATO.
Never met no NATO.
Yo conocí un NATO. Like, I'm just like, ¿cuál NATO? It took me a while to realize that he was saying NATO. But he said que el NATO ya viene, que ya va a llegar el NATO, dice.
El nato o el vato, pa, el vato.
¿Cuál NATO?
El Bernie Mac, what movie was it with Chris Rock? What they're running for president or whatever? The reporter tells him, hey, bro, do you sabe que the NATO? He's like, I don't know no NATO. I never met no NATO. I don't know NATO, no money. And the guy's like, no, the North Atlantic Cycle Treaty, whatever. Comedian, he's like, oh, I thought you meant NATO Jenkins. That motherfucker.
I don't know that motherfucker.
Hey, I knew a NATO when I used to work at the airport, way. He was this dude que era cholillo, way. Like, he was the first guy that I met that was really into, like, working out. Like, he would put like fucking like sand and fucking water jugs.
Oh,
and,
shit, old school.
Yeah, he was like the old school.
O sea, un prisoner, de veras que fue prisoner.
Yeah, no.
Eso era pobre.
And I used to talk. It was from Southgate. I used to tell him like, "Hey, bro, how are you so inspired?" I mean, like fucking like a little 18-year-old. Hey, wait, how are you so fucking motivated? And he would tell me, nah, bro, it's just because, my enemies are in prison and they work out every day, bro. So if I slack off out here, they come out stronger than me. He was that kind of dude. Y una vez por estar de pinche pendejo, güey, se agarró the middle finger, se agarró en el liftgate.
Oh.
And he fucking pulled out and it fucking just... So fucking...
Yes.
They put a Band-Aid on him, a fucking cast or whatever. So llega el pinche Nato to work and he's like this. Con un
Flipping
pinche...
everybody out.
So I'm like, hey, Nato, what's up, bro? I thought we were friends. No, es que fucking... He
Can't put it down.
And then fucking... ya pasaron like a few months and he started getting fucking disability. He started getting some checks, que no sé qué.
Por el dedo, güey.
Por el dedo, güey.
Oh.
Y una vez llegó to the warehouse and fucking Nato gets off his car and he fucking se le olvida the shit that the brace.
Yeah.
And so you can see him fucking with his little gangster fucking two-step or whatever. And then he fucking looks. He's like, oh, shit. And we're seeing him from the inside because it's one of those windows. Yeah. Where ahí viene el pinche Nato. So when my dad said, ya viene el Nato, that's what I remember. Ya viene el pinche Nato. And then that way se le olvidó. Oh, shit, look at. So Nato fucking reacts and he gets back and he puts it on and then he walks in. So then así pasa a couple months and then, hey, what happened to Nato? I don't know, man. I fucking this and that. So the story is that since he was getting disability, they hired a PI to follow him. So they caught him at a Dockweiler Beach, fucking playing football and throwing gang signs.
They did?
Yeah. They caught him fucking el segundo, el herido. He was fucking throwing barrio and catching footballs, güey. He fucking got in trouble.
Pinche Nato. His enemies got him, bro.
So when my dad said, I viene el Nato, that's what I was picturing, fucking Nato.
Que se le olvidó the sling.
He's a Dockweiler, la carnita asada, tirando barrio.
Saving the bonfire.
Fucking playing
Look how we can.
By the way, for the raza, Dockweiler is a beach out here in Long Beach.
Look how we can cuss.
So he was at the beach playing football.
With the boombox.
Was he really throwing gangsters or his finger was stuck?
No, that's what they said.
More bounce to the ounce.
Bro, I got something for you.
Look how we can cuss.
Here I come.
And he's fucking with the
He has the fucking glitter ball too.
He's with the carne asada. Hey, puto. Hey, un prato de codornizas, culeros. ¿Quién trajo las codornizas?
Luego va a salir el enemy. Es codornices como mi co.
Hey, Holmes is proud codornices, not codornices.
This is early 2000s, so no decían lit. So I don't know what they were using those days.
It's fucking...
Me bien prendido.
Where's turned
dope.
up?
That shit's
Turned up,
dope.
no?
That shit's dope.
He's turned. No,
He's turned up.
Was that you used in this?
Yeah.
Nah, not in the
No,
Getting
90s.
turned up. No?
Not in the 90s.
Nah.
Well, this
in the
was like
90s, güey.
01, 02.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not even
2000.
then.
No se
güey.
usaba.
No,
Yeah.
that shit's
I don't think
dope.
so.
He's dope.
Nah. Cuando estabas bien pinche pedo, how would you say it? It'd be cool, güey.
Oh.
Wasted.
Anda pedo.
Man, he's all fucked up.
Ándale.
Yeah, probably.
He's
Yeah.
all- you gotta keep it simple.
We weren't that complicated.
Yeah, we were simple.
Nah, we didn't.
simple kids.
Al pinche grano.
Yeah. We were simple kids.
Al pinche grano, güey. Nada de que-
nato.
I never said that. I never used that way.
What?
Is it like what you just said, güey?
No, wait,
fucked up?
what? Wasted?
Está bien
He's all
ahogado.
messed up.
I used to say está bien ahogado.
Está bien tronado.
Está bien tronado.
Está bien fumigado.
Yeah,
¿o no?
fumigado.
Well, but this is when
But
you
in
were high.
English, if you had like friends that didn't speak Spanish, how would you say you were fucked up?
See,
You
that's the thing, though. I didn't grow up with all, like, toda la gente que it was all Spanglish, way.
you didn't grow up with like any black kids?
It was probably
Yeah,
like,
but then I didn't hang out with them,
You
like,
didn't
on the
drink with them?
outside. Yeah.
I wonder
On
what-
the outside.
On the outside. I was in school, yeah,
Work
but
release
outside
or
of
what?
school,
I thought
no.
you were
What's going on?
hey, then how does he know how to do the voices so good?
I know,
because
güey.
he's part of the black community. He says, he says that he's in the hood, so he's obviously part of the black community.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Oh, shit runs in the family.
Oh shit.
Hey, yo ya dije por
Jesus
qué.
Christ.
Yo ya dije por qué.
We're getting canceled this one for sure.
No, ¿por qué, hombre?
Be like,
She black
hey, yo,
boy.
Noelia.
Oh, he the black voice runs in the family.
That's not even, that's not even it. No.
Good thing the BML fucking founders are buying real estate in Canada and they're down because they would be offended of this one.
It's actually BLM, not BML.
What did I say?
BML.
BML?
Yeah, Black
Is that a
Matters
sandwich
Life.
or what?
Maybe I'm saying something else, bro.
He's like the BLT.
The BLT community is going to Canada. I'm like, what?
I was reading the other day that they fucking were buying all kind of fucking properties with the fucking money people were donating, and they bounced.
shit.
All the fucking founders,
right.
fucking, because California is trying to take them to court, but they're trying to figure out who.
The money's
Does
going?
Canada extradite?
Yeah.
I don't think they're in Canada. Oh, I don't know where they're at, way, but apparently they were using a lot of the funds that were donated to that movement to buy properties in Canada and other places.
Wait, now were they buying? Do you know if they were buying the property to just offer it to other people of the community or just for themselves?
Well, they're getting them on tax evasion shit because they didn't properly file like their paperwork for taxes.
That's a witch hunt right there.
Mom, I don't know.
Because I know there's some people, African Americans in like Atlanta and the South states, that they're collectively buying property. So like black people could live there and build there and have their own communities, you know, take over.
That property shit is getting crazy, way, because there's a lot of private companies that what they're trying to tell people now is you're not going to own anything and you're going to be happy. So they're already conditioning people that you're not going to own a home, get used to it, start renting. So they're trying to get rid of like homeowners. Like let's say if we had a house or two that we were kind of leasing out, they're trying to get rid of those guys. So everybody that rents to big corporate companies. Like that have these institutions want to own everything that people rent, and I don't know, man, it's gonna be kind of crazy.
It already is. No, it's como están, they're tearing down Koreatown, they're tearing down all these old houses.
Yeah,
Or they're turning them into like halfway homes, but it's like, no, they're just tearing them down.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
It sucks. Well, World War III.
Yeah, está cabrón eso, ¿no?
Jesus is coming.
You know
Everybody
what-
look busy.
But you know what, the pinche, the Ukraine one, the más chingón, la primera que vi, güey, the little online, was that one, I think maybe it was the one you're talking about before, where the fucking a battleship rose up to the little peninsula or island, I don't know what it is, and they're like, hey, this is a Russian warship, que no sé qué pedo, que lay down your arms, it doesn't have to be bloodshed, repeating, this is a Russian warship, sabe qué, lay down your arms, you know, that doesn't have to be bloodshed, and then the little radio comes back, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And then you hear a
Yeah.
little voice in the back, no, wait, just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, Russian warship, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they,
Estos cabrones.
yeah, they're like, fuck that.
Now, do you guys think if we do you,
too
guys,
I thought that was too chingón.
Yeah.
Well, let me clarify. Russian warship.
do you guys think if we ever got invaded
Shit.
that we're that full of grit and resilience
Hell
that
no.
we're not, right?
No, we would be
I-
the first one running. Are
I
you
like
kidding
to
me?
think that'd be my attitude, pero está
Nah.
cabrón, güey. In
No,
the face of la
güey.
muerte,
It's like
güey.
the famous philosopher that I like to quote, Mike Tyson once said, everybody has a plan till you get punched in the face.
In the faith?
In the face.
Everybody got the plan.
Hey, ese
Before
es
you get punched in
España,
the face.
pinche Lolia.
In the faith?
Es
In the
español. He's from Madrid, güey. He's not from New York. And Mike
He's from
Tyson,
Barcelona.
Mike Tyson's from Madrid. He's not from Madrid.
You mean the faith?
Yeah, esos están cabrones esos güeyes. güey.
No, we're not prepared.
No, fuck no.
Dude, we're
Fuck
not
no.
prepared.
Yo me voy a México.
Right away,
The only, I don't know, maybe the only one would be like those hardcore cholos and gangsters that are like, fuck it. Nah, not even, huh?
I don't know.
Nah.
Because it's not their clica. It's not their gang.
Hey, they're not messing with my turf.
I mean,
Yeah, but those stories así that you're hearing tan cabrones, güey.
yeah.
Well, they're like, nah, well, fuck you, güey.
Hey, so did the
I like
French?
that one, though.
So did the French just have a shitty fucking army? Because the Haitians told them to fuck off. The Mexicanos told them to fuck off. Were they bad at invading fucking places?
They're probably always having fucking little lunches, güey.
Siempre se agarraban haciendo los pinche. Es que el
Su
virote.
baguettes.
El virote en
Frenchy
ciertas
fries.
alturas no funciona, güey.
Yeah.
Frenchy fries. No, we're not ready. We're not ready.
We're not. Oh,
No, hell
come on,
no.
dude.
They
Yeah.
would have.
You'll have a handful that would, but it would take the
I feel
a
like we're
big community, a good group of people to fucking.
Well, it's because those are like people, como dice este güey, con grit, güey. They're like tough fucking.
yeah, wait. Look how
Cabrón
we're
people,
fucking
güey.
dressed in the 60s degree
Como-
weather.
yeah.
Mira, look, talk about grit. Mira, look at this. Like this is California's gonna fight back. Look,
Hey, yo tengo botas chingonas. güey.
Pues es el
güey.
presidente, no? Wasn't
Yeah.
You
his
can't-
quote now that fucking I need ammunition out of riot or some
¿Cuál
shit?
presidente?
The Ukraine, el actor guy,
the
comedian.
comedian.
Yeah,
El comediante, yeah.
that they offered him to take him out. He's like, I don't need a ride. I need ammunition.
Isn't that funny that-
I need
that-
ammunition, not a ride?
Isn't that funny that we're just conditioned to say he's a comedian? Has nothing to do with his job, but just FYI, the comedian that's now the president.
No, well, I mean, but that's a big factor porque
Yeah,
But that's how we discredit people. Like we first mention and then we talk about shit that's relevant.
no, but that's a big factor with this guy porque even that's how the people even in Russia know him. Way he's big in Russia también because he was a big comedian.
I know,
before.
but for us entitled Americans, it's right.
Yeah.
It's funny to say like the comedian that's now the president of fucking Ukraine, which is a big fucking country. I don't think people realize how much resources are there.
I have a friend who's in Russia, who lives in Russia.
Oh, yeah?
My
Yeah.
friend Richard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That
And
was
he's-
your prom.
my prom king. He was my. We were
What's he
both.
doing out there?
Well, he went out there probably like 5 years after he graduated from high school. He first started as a ¿cómo se llama? Border patrol, and then he stopped that. He was like, nah, it's not what I thought it was gonna be. So luego se fue a Russia. He started out as a private tutor.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was working with rich families. Now,
shit.
the last time that I had talked to him was pre-pandemic. Y ya había tenido negociaciones con the embassy so he could,
No
he had
shit.
bought a tortilla machine.
What?
Estaba
That's
vendiéndole
awesome.
tortillas.
So he
a
was
los
already
rusos.
in talks with the embassy in the restaurants there, the Mexican ones, que le iban a ordenar a él tortillas.
That's
Pero
awesome.
que no me contaste de cuando venía a visitar aquí, se iba y llevaba dulces
Ajá.
y tortillas y todo.
And that's how people are like, oh,
Like, oh, what
you-
is this? ¿Qué es esto?
what is this delicacy?
That's your Russian?
Tortilla.
and then that's done now.
You know what though? I like Russians. They're cool people.
Yeah, right.
They're
Es como
like
todo.
straightforward. They don't fucking bullshit. Like it's just to the point.
But it's que también you have to think about their culture, you know? Like how they were raised and the culture itself, que son más fríos, más
Más
directos,
duro,
más
yeah.
assertive, más... Like they don't have time for the
Fuck
bullshit.
your
like,
feelings type of
Yeah,
deal.
like fuck your trauma. Move on.
Which is usually associated with regions that are colder, right?
Yeah.
Like that have to fucking.
Yeah.
They don't got
develop-
time to bullshit. Se están temblando de frío,
It's
güey.
survival. Like, am I gonna sit here and cry about it being really cold?
And you know what?
I've been jumping jacks to stay warm.
I've been seeing a lot of. Well, I don't know if it's a lot, but there's people in Russia that are opposing all this shit. So
Oh, for sure.
we judge Russia based on the leader.
Es como todo también when we had el pinche payaso de Trump. Like,
Yeah.
everybody was judging our country. Este güey hizo cara de...
Pues even
Everybody was judging us. We still are judged, you know?
just yesterday, where they arrested, I think they're saying like more than 500 people, way protesting, and that's just like the people they
In Russia?
arrested. Yeah, way, but not like you know they protest here and they go, oh, they arrested 15.
No.
More than 500 people, way. They arrested, way. So no sé si se van a perder esos cabrones o qué pedo, pues está acá.
Los van a
Like
mandar
you
at
go
the
out and
front
you
line
risk
and
your
they're
life.
the ones that are going
I
to take the
mean,
bullets.
it's an improvement though from Stalin's fucking when he was ruling. Because if you didn't clap loud enough for Stalin, he would just fucking execute you on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, esos otros tiempos, güey.
You know, I was learning about I was hearing about how it used to be. They used to have a king. Russia used to have a king, and then the whole Bolsheviks.
Dynasties.
They had So then the whole Bolsheviks with Lenin fucking took them out, and how they wiped up the family. Told them, I'm like, holy shit.
You know what's pretty fucking cool about Russia way is that one of their most iconic fucking singers is a half fucking Korean, half Russian dude. And if you see him, he looks Korean, and this guy is a fucking god to them. He was singing with a band called Chicano, and he was one of those dudes that came. He was still under the Soviet Russia,
Soviet Union
back in like the 80s still. And so when they had gigs, everything had to be with the KGB. So they couldn't have like gigs like us out here. Everything had to be fucking a certain style, and you couldn't have any Western influences in your music. So these guys were really into David Bowie, and they would do a lot of underground shows where they would play music that's what we like, but they couldn't be themselves. And so this guy, Victor Sol se llama, he was like a fucking Bob Marley type dude that wanted change. Everybody worshipped this fucking guy, and he mysteriously died in a car accident. People say that he had too much influence on the youth, and it was too much of a Western influence. Because even there's a reporter that she's a real estate agent at in fucking Beverly Hills. But in the 80s, she would follow musicians. She was like one of those freelance kind of journalists, and she went to Russia. And she was the one that was exporting all these CDs from like these bands that were sounding really cool. And I remember that guy from that band was like, hey, I want David Bowie to fucking send me a guitar. And she made it happen. She had to smuggle the guitar into fucking Russia. It was like a whole thing, man. But
because I think her family was well connected. So I think her dad also was like a music producer. So that's how she had the contact to David Bowie. And when she took the guitar, the Russian customs agents checked it, and they gave her a receipt. So then when I think she took it to Victor and all the members of the band, they took the guitar. They're like, don't worry about it. She's like, I got to bring it back because I have to show for it. So estos cabrones se piratearon una pinche guitarra. Kind of made it look like it. And then they give it back to her. And when she came back to the airport, to customs, they look at the receipt, they look at the guitar, they're like, all right, pásale.
Yeah, they let her go.
Yeah, and that's why the guitar was able to stay in Russia, or else she had to take it back.
She was married to the guitar player. The band's Kino. If you listen to their music, it's obviously you're not going to understand the language. But you can understand the fucking grit. Like these people were under the Soviet fucking Union. You could feel the fucking darkness and like what they were going to, And I fucking love listening to that shit, man. And those stories about bands coming out of these countries like that,
Yeah. They're so limited and so restricted to what they're able to do.
And these countries like they fear the Western influence. Like I saw a documentary on these guys in Iraq that they would have to hide because they were into Metallica and like these bands. Do you remember that?
I remember you mentioned them before.
And they had to hide their Metallica shirts. They had to hide the music that they played because Saddam.
Pues that's exactly what's happening now. That they're afraid of Western influence because it's one of the factors, pues. But one of the factors is exactly that, because even when he invaded Crimea in maybe 5 or 6 years ago, whatever it was, when he took it over, was because he was making demands of NATO, because they made a statement
NATO
de mi compra NATO that when they let in the other little countries, like around the old Soviet countries around even Ukraine, and they said that in the future they're hoping to let Ukraine in, pues, but it wasn't, I guess, not their time yet. It's like the Hall of Fame, pues. You gotta So when they made that announcement, Putin went on a whole little campaign way that he kept demanding from them in writing, pues, that they're never gonna let Ukraine into NATO. Like, and when they wouldn't do it is when he fucking took Crimea, and ahorita sigue con el mismo chingado. He keeps demanding, pues, so he's afraid that they take it over, get Western influence, and they control it, and it's our little back door, pues, to...
Not only that, but I mean, he doesn't want Ukraine to be part of the European Union, because now they could do trade with the rest of the union, and they don't need visas anymore.
Pinche Putin.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of little things.
There's a lot of things that we're never gonna understand.
You know what a lot of people are talking about too?
También.
Chernobyl. You fuck up in that area, you're gonna.
Well, he already
took it over,
he took it over.
He took it over.
Pero
yeah.
que if they do some shit there to explode it or explosions there, va a ser también más desastre.
Well, that he's using it as a shield.
Yeah.
So he took it in chinga, like the first day. Same thing, because they can't really do anything to you there. Porque
You blow that up and then you release all that fucking radiation.
Fuck,
It's just to me, it's really obvious that there's some correlation between Russia and the Ukraine shit and China with Taiwan.
Oh,
It cannot all happen at the same time without there being some kind of. The thing that I'm worried about is fucking North Korea. Wait, what the fuck are they gonna?
Oh, they're waiting in the background. They're just waiting.
Calladitos.
Yeah.
They're just waiting.
China también is playing both sides, güey.
Yeah, but China was a little bit pissed off because I think part of the deal supposedly is that Putin wasn't gonna fucking interrupt the Olympics, and he did. With setting in the troops and everything, so it took attention from the Olympics because of that. So I think el China está medio molesto.
Hey, you know
Well,
what?
not that much because they're playing both sides right
You
now.
know what I like, bro? That we all hung our COVID expert diplomas, and now we're fucking experts in the affairs of like the Middle East and the war and
international
and
affairs.
everything else.
No, the Middle East ones are super fucking.
Yeah.
Como dicen,
I would argue those are más complicados.
they let us take off our masks so they could see our expressions.
Yeah, it just sucks, dude. I was hoping that we were over fucking negative shit, and now it's just one after another, man. Let's go.
Pero siempre. It's now that we're adults, now we see it. When we were kids, it's like shit was happening like this all the time. We just
All the
didn't see
time.
it.
I remember being
All the
fucking
time.
pissed when Desert Storm, remember? Because you'd get home to watch cartoons and it was puro pinche
Yeah.
Desert Storm.
Pinches misiles.
All day long, güey,
You
on the
saw
TV.
the fucking the missiles hit a target and blow up.
I'm
At
just
first
trying to
I'm like,
watch
wow.
fucking Knight
Yeah.
Rider, bitches.
I'm trying to watch 90210. What the
Saved by the
hell?
Bell. I was watching Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, it's so true. I remember that. Y nomás se miraban the night visions y
Yeah,
las
yeah.
nomás los cuetitos. And I mean, at that age, I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
That's
But it
how
was all
Fox,
day.
Well, that's how Fox Fox station fucking blew up because they weren't putting those commercials. They didn't have a news network yet. So they had Married with Children, they had fucking The Simpsons, they had Tracy Ullman, they had all these other shows that were fucking being played. Some people were going to that during the war.
I never understood what was happening, obviously, as a kid, but I just always thought the Desert Storm sounded cool.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, there's a desert
Desert
storm.
Storm.
All
Ay,
right.
güey.
Okay.
And then you saw it and you're like, this vale verga.
Well, as
Where's
kids,
Knight Rider?
I mean, as kids, I remember having to process the whole Waco thing as a kid, like seeing that on TV, and then I don't know how I would fucking get resources. There was no internet, but try to understand, like, okay.
The thing is, too, is that, and it was one of the things that you pointed out, I don't know which episode, but you're just saying how, like, we would see things, nadie nos explicaba nada.
Yeah.
So we're conditioned to certain things, pero yo miraba eso and it's like, is anybody gonna tell me what's going on?
Yeah.
Or Waco, Texas, like, pinche viejo loco, fanático. That's all I would hear, and it's
Yeah.
like, wait, what really is happening?
Yeah, innocent
How did-
people died.
Wait, what is really going on? I know he's crazy, but how did he get to that point? Same with the war. It's like, pinche loco este Saddam y que la chingada y que blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, I know there's a war, but what exactly is going on? Because I know war, what I see on movies, so that's what I'm imagining. Pero en la tele lo que miraban nomás eran los cohetes y esto.
Las luces en la noche.
Las lucecitas, like, ta, 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 ta. But it's like nobody explained what was going on.
Yeah.
So we were growing up watching the news, absorbing all this shit and desensitizing ourselves because
Yeah.
nobody was explaining,
Yeah.
mira, esto es lo que está pasando.
People are dying and
Nobody's telling you why it even led to that.
I mean, we talk about, I don't know if you guys remember, we've talked about it before. Like one time I remember watching TV and they broke to a news of a guy on the 110, 105 interchange, and he was upset. I still remember as a kid, he had a sign that said something about HMOs. He was upset about medical shit that he wasn't getting. And the obviously the news network that interrupted my fucking cartoons or whatever I was watching, they didn't know what was gonna happen. And I remember seeing him just shoot himself, and then they fucking panic. But I saw it like as a kid.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck did I just see?
Like we're just conditioned.
Yeah.
You're right. We're conditioned to be like.
Cuando el Challenger explotó.
Yeah.
That too, when the documentary came out on Netflix, I'm like, I don't think I could watch this because I watched it and then when I did watch it, I'm like, fuck, it just took me back to being 5 or 6, seeing that on TV in class, and you're just like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, because we were in class.
Nobody's going to explain that something happened.
No la pagan.
No. Oh, they're too sensitive for this. They're too sensitive for this. Granted, yeah, as children, we are sensitive, but
You
the
need
world that
something.
we live in now, come on.
How do you think they should handle that, though? How do you, like, let's say we were in a class right now and we're kids and that we saw the challenger. What would you think would be the best way for the teacher to address the room? Just to ignore it the way they did, or what would be like the best?
I don't know. Clearly, bring in the school psychologist. Like, explain this shit, please. Explain
It's
it. Like,
above my pay grade.
oh no, I mean, muchas veces, this is a thing that as adults we're like, what's the best way to tell this to the child? Simplest terms. They're not kids. They don't need all that complicated explanation. Just like, mira, mija, like what you
Shit
saw
went
right
bad,
now.
it blew up.
Esto pasó y
People
you know, I
dead.
don't know. I don't have kids, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, it's always, as a parent, Fernie, I'm always thinking about you too. Okay, with your children, you maybe want to explain it elaborately, but it's like, keep it simple. Look, something blew up. It went wrong. Some people
We don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened. How do you feel about what you saw?
But in defense of parents, like, let's be honest though, like with the whole COVID shit, we talked about this last episode. Nobody had a game plan. I mean, they accused Bill Gates of having like tests right before where they kind of were holding a test to see how they would react, but we basically didn't have a game plan or a template to kind of follow. And I feel like parents, they don't have a template to follow how to deal with, because I mean, there's shit that's happened all around history. Like, but I don't think that we had so much like right now that everything's just known, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they say ignorance is bliss, right? We understand that term. But as a parent, I think it's hard for them to like, okay, you just finished explaining to your kids what fucking COVID is. Now you have to fucking explain why people are afraid that everything could be a wasteland. And then you just kind of go through one thing after another.
And I think understandably so, I mean, parents want to be able to reserve that sense of innocence for their children. So I get that part too. Por eso digo, I don't have kids, so for me it's easy to be like, díganles a los cabrones lo que está pasando, you know? Be honest with them. But
Well, they ask, güey.
but then as parents too, is like, maybe you want your children to keep that sense of
Well, like you said, you don't have to get into details, güey.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell them, hey, güey, fucking aquí murieron 500 people or whatever.
Yeah.
But would you tell them están con Diosito ya?
Something along those lines. That's not what I would use,
unos
pero...
están con Diosito, otros están con el diablo. I don't know.
I mean, with the
don't know.
COVID thing, I told my kids, like people are dying, like, so you have to be careful.
Yeah.
I mean, the little one kind of, they don't understand like muerte so well, you know, like, it's complicated, way, pero they don't really they can't wrap their heads around it yet.
No.
The other one understands, and she's like, oh, okay, shit.
Yeah.
But still, like, when do I get to go back to school? Because they still only worry about themselves.
Yeah, because that's all they know, school and their friends. And that's por eso digo, rightfully so, like, children should still have that sense of innocence. They shouldn't be
I'm
thrown
saying,
in
I don't think you're going to get that, you're not going to take that away from them unless
No.
something traumatic happens to
Yeah.
them. But them just watching it, I don't think like us. I don't think yo me traumé watching the Desert Storm shit because, like you said, no one explained to us que that little flash of light
It's
fucking was
actually bombs.
whereas 30 people dying,
Yeah.
you know? Like, if they would explain it that way, maybe, you know? But I mean, tampoco, like I said, you don't have to tell your kids, oh shit, that's 50 people dying right there. That's fucking 2 people died.
But could it be also possible that maybe our parents didn't even know what was
that's true
going
too.
on? Because
and right, por eso digo, rightfully or fairly so. I mean, our parents didn't know how to communicate
No,
shit.
but our parents,
Even now.
speaking raza style, es como dices tú, like, hey, this is a fucking adult conversation. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Not
This is para adultos.
only that,
So imagine
but
shit like that way.
not only that, but the parents were like, wait, that's not our shit. You know, our raza is very fucking private. Like, you're going to go through your issues and you're going to go through your issues. So I feel like our parents were also like, hey, wait, I got to figure out how I'm going to fucking feed you right now. I don't have time to worry about fucking all that shit. Like, we got to figure out how we're going to pay the rent in my house. So that's basically what the sentiment was.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
we don't have time to worry about fucking what's going on here, what's going on there. We have our own shit right here.
Yeah, no, right. Like, we can't worry about them surviving. We gotta survive. We gotta feed ourselves.
I mean, look at when our fucking culture or our society, way in the Latino community, when they have fucking, when like immigrant women get fucking, they get sexually harassed in like these warehouses and they don't know who to turn to. We're conditioned to just shut the fuck up and just
No digas nada. No
you
digas
should feel privileged that you're here, like you have
tienes
this.
trabajo.
Yeah, but suppressing fucking emotions like that, it's not good way. And we see it. We just don't realize that that's the suppression of emotions, that we just keep shit to ourselves. Look at us, we're fucking stubborn. We get a little bit more.
no.
We get a little bit more open.
Speak for yourself.
We get a little bit. Nah, we are fucking stubborn, dude. We as guys, we fucking try to pretend that we have everything under control when we really don't. And like we're conditioned to just shut the fuck up, deal with shit, and move on. Like why are you bitching?
Stop crying.
Yeah.
Por eso my thought and my idea is that there's a lot of talk of like working on ourselves, working on our trauma, doing things differently, doing this. This shit isn't we've been conditioned for 30 plus years to think a certain way. And now we're being told, oh, you could change that. That shit might take another 20 years.
It does. Yeah.
The other day you said like since the Peru trip, you've been working on...
I've been obsessed.
You've been working on
obsessed,
shit.
Yeah.
My thing at that trip was, when Urpi told me one thing, I was like, oh shit. She mentioned something to me that like totally changed a lot of things that I was thinking.
Yeah.
And other things I still think about. But so you go like... We're so conditioned to be a certain way, and then now with this new age, which is fine, it's good. Like, oh, learn where your trauma comes from, learn to heal, blah 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 blah. That's just gonna take 30 years to heal.
It does, yeah.
And then we expect people our age to have kids to change what they were conditioned growing up, to teach better to their children. But it's like fuck, like that parent has to also do their own healing, and it could take 30 years más.
Yeah.
It could take a long ass time.
Yeah. But
By 70, I should be okay.
So it's like this whole narrative of like, oh,
When I retire, I'm gonna be firme.
Yeah, this whole narrative of like, let's heal. Yes, let's all work on healing, but let's not pressure ourselves to have this fucking healing thing done in a year.
It's not gonna be a year.
It's not gonna be a year because the shit that we know now about how we react to certain things, how we react to stressors, how we react to our traumas, that shit's gonna be a lifelong fucking thing to work on.
Yeah, and the question is, why is that wrong though? Like, why?
No, there's nothing wrong.
Why should we say like, fuck that? That's gonna take years. I'm not even gonna try.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just thinking muchas veces there's individuals that feel that pressure of healing in a year from whatever it is that traumatized them.
No,
The thing is gonna be like a little switch.
It's a lifelong process.
Well, it's. I mean, you have to be consistent.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, and you have to want change because let's
Yeah.
be honest, most people don't want change. They want relief.
Yeah.
Like once they realize that, it's okay.
Once we realize that we have to take accountability for the fucked up person we are, then some people are like, oh, I don't want to do the work.
Dude, that's just to say personal responsibility, that's super controversial. Like I've gotten shit here just because of my perspective is more like, change your fucking life, dude. Like don't fucking wait to suck on the government's titty on some, like do
That
it.
way.
Yeah.
Like you do it.
Titty,
Yeah.
bro.
And that's very controversial, which is kind of crazy to think like, what the fuck?
But then again, también think about that person that does want to make the change, Esteban, and it's a 19, 20-year-old who doesn't know where to go for the resources. Because you shared at one point in un episode that que at a young age there were so many things you were going through, but like I didn't know who to go to.
Yeah.
I didn't know who to go to. So there's a lot of young people still that maybe they do want to learn how to do it, but like, dude, I don't even know where to
Like
start.
how?
Who do I reach out to?
How? Yeah.
How do I reach out to some, like a 20-year-old guy that maybe wants to not follow in the same footsteps as his parents of the way they react to things? Or
Well, they don't want to be like their dad or whatever. Yeah.
I don't want to be like my dad where he's so impulsive and he's so this and he's so that.
Or muy
But
machista and shit. Yeah.
how do you even go about making that first step? Because then it's the conflict of where do I start? And it's like, fuck, is it wrong for me to want to be different than my parents?
Not only that, but you also have the community telling you like, no, they're against you. You can't do that. The system's fucking rigged to be against you. And then you have people that actually want to have change. Then they have that mentality like, it's going to take 30 years to fucking, why even do it? Then they also have that mentality, well, I can because the system's rigged against me. And
it's not even that.
It's a loop.
It's like I saw this video the other day de un señor, he's like 70 and he's telling in the video, don't rush into things. I was 24 and my first book came out 25 years after that.
yeah.
So it's like, we want to rush into things. No, my thing is like healing is a process, it's because we've been so conditioned to the opposite of what we want to heal.
Yeah.
Por eso digo, un 18, 19, 20-year-old ahorita confused about life. Maybe he's the firstborn son in immigrant family, he's not going to know where to go.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, the responsibility of like, oh, you have to take care of your family.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a complicated
I mean, hey,
thing.
that's our stories. Like all of us can fit that mold that you just said right now. We didn't have direction. We didn't have a structure. We try to figure it out. And I'm not saying that fucking it's easy, but if I can do it, if we can do it, anybody could fucking do it.
Yeah.
You just gotta really fucking it's hard. It's really hard. I mean, the things that I talk about, they're not gonna resonate with everybody. I'm not trying to resonate with everyone.
Yeah.
I'm not resonating to the person that's fucking está aquí indocumentado without papers. There's a section of our community nonprofits that handle that. Because I get a lot of shit like, well, what about? That's not who I'm talking to. Like, I can't have that ego to think that what I'm saying is going to be for everybody. Those aren't the people that what I'm saying I want to speak to. I want to speak to that person that you're saying.
Yeah.
That's like, I want change. I don't, this isn't right. Is there a way?
Yeah.
Those are the people that I want to speak to. And that doesn't mean that I don't care about the raza that's fucking struggling, that doesn't have papers. There's nonprofits and organizations that handle that sector. My job is to include those people in my everyday life and be respectful. Yeah, I'm not fighting the immigrant fucking battle, but I am fighting on a daily battle where I include the people that are getting excluded. I try to include raza. I try to help them out. I try to be a better person, and that's what I can contribute to the immigration fucking issue.
And just providing a sense of like, even just speaking Spanish.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
a sense of like, that sense of relief that you're providing to that person when you see them at the store, at work, like, habla español, and the relief you see in their face. You're helping in some way right there.
I mean, we get a bad rep, man. The other day I was at Northgate, and there was this guy.
Northgate, man.
Northgate's fucking awesome.
I love
man.
Northgate.
We should have the podcast in the back in the warehouse right there.
You know, con todo ahí en la cocina.
I'll tell you this, I prefer Northgate over Vallarta.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I fucking was in line. My dad had his little groceries, and estaba un señor. He was in the back of us. He looked like well-mannered. Like, se miraba como que no estaba pobre el güey. You know, some of those señores that were smart with their
They
investment.
look like papá soltero.
Yeah.
With the little sweater, the little cardigan.
Oh, I was imagining un pinche torote con la villa.
todo con el cologne, that old man cologne, like knows how to talk to the señoras. Like, he was like, man, este güey,
Mauricio Garcés, like,
he's got something. And then I think actually compró unas pinches cremas para los hongos, güey. So he
Pal black toe.
that green fucking bottle. I think it's for the hongos. I don't know. But the point is that I put all my dad's groceries in the conveyor belt, and then he had just that one thing, and I was like, I told him in Espanol, hey, you want to go in front of me? He's like, oh no, it's cool. I'm like, it's gonna take a while, dude. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. So I let him go first, and he was like, ¿de qué parte de México eres? And I was like, no, pues yo nací aquí. And he was wondering because he's like, ya no hay nadie en amables. Like, he thought because I was really like nice to him, like courteous. He thought I wasn't
te vio
born here.
todo tatuado, todo greñudo.
No, I was in my work clothes. So I said,
Right away with his negativity.
so they were, I don't know, this fucking guy. So me vio este pinche mecánico suso de qué parte de México es.
Mecánico corriente.
¿En qué taller trabaja?
Necesito que me arreglen las neumáticas.
Este pinche uñas sucias, por diosero. ¿De dónde será?
Compa, llantas o motores.
O haces el body shop.
Por transmisiones.
But that kind of hit me like, no, he's right. People from Mexico are a little bit more humble.
Yeah.
Sometimes, right?
Sometimes.
I'd say on average more.
Yeah.
Porque tenemos culeros también.
Of course.
Yeah, but I'm saying we've talked about it before too, how even like when something happens to you, like your car breaks down, the pinche raza or Latinos in general, pues, are usually the ones that come pop out of nowhere to help you push the car.
Sacan como 20 cabrones de una pick-up.
All of a sudden, everybody's a mechanic. A ver, hola, es la banda.
I love it.
O vas tú.
Yeah, I fucking purposely will break down my car. A ver, ¿dónde salen, cabrones?
¿Dónde están los pinches?
A ver, ¿dónde me agarro el future nuero de mi papá?
¿Dónde están los chapanecos por allá?
Pinche Noelia's pulled over on the 105 and you got the roofing truck, you got the gardeners, you got the mobile car washers.
The whole trap.
Everybody's fucking trying to help her.
She's waiting for the electrician truck, güey. Sacan buena lana.
Hey, the whole setup to trap me one.
panadero? ¿Dónde está el panadero? No tengo hambre.
You drive by. I thought, yeah, the lonchera thinks there's some kind of fucking construction happening. Hey, let's pull over here.
A ver, aquí sacamos pa'l día.
We're going to make up our bad day right now.
Fucking Noira has a roll
No,
of...
Esteban, ahí estoy con mi fishing rod. A ver cuál agarro, cabrón.
¿Cuál tiene el terreno más grande?
No, todos chaparritos, forget it.
Oh, shit.
Wow, chaparritos need love too, Noelia.
Yeah, they do. I'm not discriminating.
Yeah, he's like, but not for me.
Los agarras como pinche mono de calcetín.
What is that, Noelia? Why do women don't like shorter guys? What's going on?
I don't. That's
Like, not all of them, obviously,
No,
but
yeah.
why are there, like, some that don't like short guys? I hear that a lot.
You know what?
A ver.
Speaking from a 5'5" perspective, 5.5 or 5 high.
5 inches.
Hey, 280. She ain't 280. She no lady. She ain't no lady. No es 280, cabrones.
It's 275.
We're not talking about kilos, culeros.
No,
And
like,
that's just on her fungus toe.
Oh, shit.
my black toe.
Hey, check for lumps.
No, I don't. Stupid. Bueno, what kind of lumps?
Stupid.
Hey, if your fucking toe has rib, little fucking texture, you gotta fucking take
Oh, fuck
care
that.
of
I'm gonna go take care. I don't know. Like, me personally, my experience from before, it was a whole like, I don't want to look bigger than him. La gente va a decir, este pinche torito y la
Es por papeles, es
torota.
nomás por papeles.
Por los papeles. No, I don't know. Short. At that time, it was more of like, I want to feel like someone can protect me. Now it's like, no, los más chaparritos más chingones, güey. They're
Yeah.
fucking, you know.
Te jinetean como pinche toro bravo.
No way. I mean,
Wow.
Hey, if some guy,
Wow.
si me quiere.
hey, if some guy starts shit with Noel at the bar, he's gonna Mike Tyson KO.
Yeah.
You remember those uppercuts?
Little uppercut, you know? He'll like hit and run.
And Mike Tyson punch out.
Yeah, remember those uppercuts?
Nah, you know, men are men, you know. Chaparros altos, they're all tóxicos, you know?
Oh,
No te creas,
shit.
no
You
te
heard
creas.
it first, guys.
No, I'm just joking. No,
Yeah.
No
no.
shuffle exclusive.
No, I'm just saying, no, ahorita no. You know, ahorita me vale. Like, oh, you're shorter, you better for me. Vente pa' acá,
El que
cabrón.
caiga ahorita.
Yeah, no, I've dated tall,
Yeah,
really tall, and then really más chiquitos que yo, and they're all the same.
yeah. That's
I'm
cool.
saying their attitudes are the same.
Wow.
El jineteo, no.
Freddie's got the confused look. Hasta tiene los ojitos
Tan
cerrados.
igual.
güey. You know,
El
like,
jineteo es, you know, eso es otra cosa.
Shit.
Pero I think for some females, it's the whole sense of like, I want to feel protected.
The
you know?
primal shit.
Yeah, the whole primal thing, for sure. It has to do with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Quiero
yeah.
que alguien me abrace de atrás, que me levante y no.
Ay.
Que si me quieres angolotear, me agarra y no. Y el chaparrito le, mija, ¿te puedo levantar?
háblale a mi amigo Esteban, él arregla for leaves.
Hey, Noelia, pásame esa taza. Noelia.
A ver, chiquito, ven pa' que te la- ¿Sabes qué? Es más, te levanto, mi amor,
That
te levanto.
That sucks.
Pásame una paleta ahí del freezer.
Hey, I think, who was the short guy? El Boots? Boots was like my height.
Yeah.
Remember Boots?
Yeah, I remember Boots.
Yeah,
el-
estaba my height.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he liked that I would wear sometimes my higher shoes or wedges. Because he's like, I like that you look taller than me.
No,
Well, he
shit.
probably felt the same wave. Oh shit, a ver, dame la mano.
That sounds like ego to me. Ah, este voy a agarrar una alta, era.
Pero no, to me, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, the whole
Yeah.
instinctual protective thing. You
Yeah.
know? But
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to me.
It does make sense.
You know, y luego si...
Mystery solved, guys.
Now, if you want to have the female shufflers send in their answers, but I think to me it has to do with that whole protective, like, oh, you know.
That little, yeah, it's a primal little.
O sea, si me dicen, ¿prefieres al Piolín o al Momoa? I'm going to go with Jason Momoa, for
No,
sure.
pues
you
yo
know?
también.
No, pues, hasta yo.
You know?
Hasta yo, ¿qué huele mi
Piolín
pinche?
es mamón.
Ramón con unos white
Pero ¿quién me
tacones.
va a arreglar el carro en el freeway? El Piolín.
Piolín conoce
know,
gente.
So I'll go with Piolín.
That's true, right?
What? You're giving Momoa no fucking credit, bro.
No,
You
no,
don't know.
Momoa. No, si
Momoa
llega-
lo levanta con una mano y te
No,
cambia el
güey.
aceite
Momoa
también.
me levanta a mí y cambia el aceite.
Carry you.
A ver, hey, check the underwood.
Check the undercarriage, cabrón.
Chile.
Chécame a mí también el aceite.
A ver si hago. Pero, so once again, I think it's that,
Yeah.
you know? It's como, yeah, it's todo. But once again, then it's a whole, the true short guys or tall guys are all, whatever. Todos son igual. De cabrones celosos.
Not todos, not todos.
No todos, no todos.
Let's get that.
Pero no.
Let's have that fucking.
But this is the thing too,
Asterisk.
in male, biological male world, what's considered short?
What do you mean for as
For
far
a
as
guy or-
for a
Yeah.
guy?
Like for a guy, like in between men, it's like, oh, you're
5'6".
short.
Well, it depends
5'7"?
on it depends on who you talk to. Because if
They're all pretty
if
specific.
you talk to a woman that's 5'11", we're all short.
No, but it's saying
No,
to
but
us.
entre
To us.
hombres,
To
entre
men.
hombres.
Oh, I don't care about that stuff.
No, but I mean, like
chooses
in the
to say
raza,
what
in the
considered
raza,
short.
in the raza, like if we all hang out with raza, the average height is between 5'6" to 5'9".
Yeah, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything less than 5'6", you're all like, este cabrón, el chiquilín.
I don't know, 5'6" is pretty small already. We've been
Yeah.
just saying.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, 5'6", yeah, todavía is like that's like the D- way. You still get passing grade.
I don't know.
Minus. Way.
I feel like we're still gonna make fun of you. Güey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're definitely not gonna find that dude from fucking the guy that made your boots. He's not gonna marry some chick from Norway or Sweden. Güey. Está cabrón, ¿no?
Pues a lo mejor las botellas de casquillos le hacen el paro, güey. Add a couple of inches on her.
That just put him into the 5'8" category. Güey.
Fuck yeah, this put me on 5'8" right now.
No, pero no, nada de ofensa para los listeners que están short, you know?
Yeah.
All of them are cool.
Se agüitan.
No se agüiten, hombre. No se agüiten.
Don't worry, she said
para
que
un roto hay
chiles
un
are
descosido.
parejos.
Ey, en la cama todos son parejos, güey.
Yeah.
Yeah, laying down, she said todos
Todos
iguales.
somos iguales.
Todos son
Jesus
iguales,
Christ, that's
cabrón.
funny.
Hey, Noelia, so,
Speaking of sex, dice Ramon.
no.
What the fuck? Mr. Dutch Rudder over
Boys.
here?
No.
We're talking about it in bed, and they're like, "Hey, Noelia."
I was gonna say, like, you just officiated your first fucking wedding.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did.
That's
Last
awesome.
Saturday. Last Saturday, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Tell the listeners what's going on with you with all that.
Pues back in last year, October, I think, my friend, she was a coworker of mine. Y she asked me, like, I thought she was going to ask me to be like one of the bridesmaids. And I was already like, fuck. Like,
the maid of honor.
the maid of honor or something like that. Yeah, I was like, man, yeah. I was already thinking of my spiel of like, nah, homie.
Yeah, I ain't wearing a crown with a bunch of dicks.
COVID. I can't go anywhere. COVID.
Nah, man.
In the pandemic, chales.
Yeah, ya tenía mi spiel. And she's like, oh,
Ay,
you
güey.
know, so me and Jose, you know, we wanted to ask you. And I was
Otro
ready
Jose?
to be like, he said, we wanted to, otro Jose, Maria, if you want to officiate the wedding. And I'm like, officiate? What do you mean? Like, I said, yeah, like you marry us. I'm like, well, maybe the person that marries you guys legally? She's like, yeah. I'm like, bitch, are you sure? Because I'm fucking miserable right now. I'm going through some shit.
I'm in a bad space.
Yeah, I totally. I'm in a bad space. I hate all of you.
Yeah.
I hate everybody's in love. Like, are you sure? You want me
I thought I was the only one that felt like that.
no.
It's good to know.
And I even told her, I'm not even myself trying to get married one day. Like, are you sure about this
Yeah.
shit? She's like, yes. That's it. That's exactly why we want you to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, because I'm angry. Órale pues, you know. Pero so I said yes for el compromiso. As it got closer, I was getting nervous. 'Cause I'm like, fuck, like I'm not in the space to be doing this shit, you know.
Yeah.
Es una boda, you know.
Yeah.
Gente enamorada y ilusionada and all that shit. Ya vengo yo con la...
You're gonna be Robbie from like the wedding singer.
Yeah.
Yes, whoop-de-doo. Fuck you and your love. Pero no, but like
Love stinks.
Yeah. I was nervous about the registration. I'm like, fuck, I gotta register, I gotta study, I gotta do all this shit. Fuck, la chingada. Pero no, yeah, 2 weeks before, I was just like really like trying to like, you know, get in tune with it, spiritually just praying like, you know, I don't want to be in this space. Not at least for this month, you know?
Yeah.
Especially because, excuse me, it was, es el pinche mes del amor y la amistad and all that bullshit. I mean, I like it, you know? Pero no, it went well. It went
fucking awesome,
It was
dude.
cool. It was nice.
I was there. Noelia fucking killed it, dude.
That's awesome. So
Yes.
you got your certificate and everything?
Yeah, dude. it's not even hard. Just go to the website, punch in your information, hit register, and boom, you're registered.
That's that. So if you guys want to get
Getting your
married,
dog tags, your
And now you
tax
can
for
also
dog-
do your taxes.
No, taxes no. Le robo el dinero, cabrones.
She's a notary now.
Nah,
She's a
pero sí.
notary.
she's a loan shark.
Well, she loans sharks.
She's a bookie.
Hey, I know a friend who's a mortician. We know how
le quiero
to bury
poner,
shit.
le quiero poner 20 al Atlas. You can make that happen or what?
No. But it was nice. It was nice. It was that me preparé the night before. I was like, okay, because once I registered, me llegó mi paperwork, mi certificate, mi booklet of how to do shit, you know? So when you're officiating a wedding, the two main points to make it legal is the I do's, and then the whole, like, by the power vested in me through the state of California and through Universal Life Church, I now pronounce you. So you have to say those two statements.
That
pa
makes
que
it official.
That makes it official.
Ya oyeron, eh?
Ya oyeron.
Fucking the chafa.
Hey, so if I ever get married and I give you extra 20 for you to miss one of those things,
I missed it, dude.
and it doesn't make it official.
You don't even have to pay me
There's
20
a
bucks.
power invested in.
Yeah, you guys are married. Tú nomás dame el wink, Esteban.
Nah.
You don't have to pay nothing.
I'm just kidding.
Pero no, it was decent. It was nice. The night before me preparé, and then I was like, por eso te digo, I didn't know where to start at. I was just like, I don't even know where to start at. Y ya, I get into prayer mode, and I'm like, look, whatever it is, it is. Y lo preparé, and then the day of, I was still like practicing. No practicing lo que iba a decir, sino que me saliera bien todo, you know.
Yeah.
Pronounce well,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type that if it's all in my head, I'm just like...
Yeah.
So thankfully...
Tanto fue, güey, que we get the wedding started, well, the wedding gets started, y estamos todos parados de que llega la... Dude, fucking 10 minutes, no less talking, and everybody is like already tired of standing up.
But,
They're like,
but that was a DJ that had to tell them to sit.
yeah, we're all like, yeah, fuck, dude. And then you start seeing people little by little take a seat. Yeah, you know, like, and Noelle, like, ya cuando ve que todos están sentando, like, oh, yeah. Everybody, please take a seat.
No, y'all should sit the fuck down.
Sucks. Todas las con tacones llegaron a la casa con los callos.
Callos bien inflamados, güey. Turmeric was selling out like crazy.
Check for some lumps on that shit.
Pinche uña negra.
No, pero estuvo bien. It was in the back. It was a front yard. It was a house wedding, so it was nice. Pero ese mismo rato I was like, no, ya, because there was this portion where it was the way I started was like, oh, you know, they asked me to do this, and then I looked up what is love. And then I saw, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. So, like, if people get it, it's on. And people got it.
people
You know?
are laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Entonces, después de esa, empecé a cantar, like, decir, like, oh, well, then I looked up for, like, another meaning of love. Y salió la de, L is for the way you...
Yeah.
So, the first verse of that song, I said it verbally, like, oh, you know, love, para. But
Yeah.
then it started coming out as in the song.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to sing it. So I sang it
Dude,
the rest
that's
of it.
awesome.
So it was pretty...
And everybody towards the end, everybody was already singing it, way.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is like the life sometimes throws you things that you don't expect.
Yeah.
And like we don't open ourselves to like things, opportunities because of like attachments that we have, right? Like I don't want to do that shit. Like
Yeah.
and if it's crazy how many like success stories, that's how it starts. Like
Yeah.
they do something that's like way like off.
Yeah.
Like I think about like when we all met.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing where you guys used to live and knowing like where you guys were from, to be at that Jack in the Box was like,
Way
they're not gonna hang out here all the time.
No.
And there's little things in
It was
life.
in
like,
Commerce, right?
It was in Commerce, yeah. But it's little things in life like that where it's like,
Yeah, we met in Commerce, pero tú vivías in Linwood,
Yeah.
Marisol in Southgate, me in South Central.
yeah,
And then at that time, we had gone with Joaquin and Sandra, who are Linwood and East LA.
El Monte, ¿no?
I don't know, but we all like, that's where we met this guy.
yeah. And then I used to think like they don't even fucking come over here. Like,
No.
what's the chances, you know?
Estas morras que...
I mean, honestly, none of this would have happened if we wouldn't have met.
Yeah.
Not for us
No,
not for us to take full credit for the success of this podcast.
we will.
Wait, there's success?
Hasta
Hold
una
on.
vez le dije, le digo,
No,
you
no one
stole
told
my
me.
best friend.
Success.
Well, I'm not stealing him from you.
Who said that?
No, yo le dije,
Ella me estaba peleando, güey.
yeah, I was like, you stole my best friend. He's like, I didn't steal him. I'm just borrowing him. I'm like,
Hey, we're treating you like fucking
Nah. No, sí, siempre ha sido el pleito, la discordia del pleito. Como la discordia de la manzana. For real. Because then when he first started hanging out with him, I'm like, hey, what the fuck, man? That's my homie. Nah, it's guy stuff. I'm like, yeah that's my homie. I know guy stuff with him.
He was my wingman, or I was his.
Yeah,
Depends on who you ask.
we already come to the conclusion that valimos madre pa wingman.
Valimos?
I'm
pretty excellent.
I was your wing girl too for a minute.
No, I'm not saying that you weren't.
No, pero sí, ya era tu wing girl, ¿no?
You were my connect. You were my plug.
You were his dealer.
You were my plug. No era, ¿qué tal una con pelo chino?
Ahorita la traigo.
Una que no le apestan las patas.
Que no tenga el dedo negro.
La uña negra. You get to see all that stuff, you know. Give me heads up.
And then when I take my dad to the North Gate, I turn on Valley right there, and I pass all the time right by that Sperm and Rhino, that famous fucking where I took my shirt off. It was right there.
The train tracks.
Yeah, it's like
I'm fucking leaving.
The train tracks are.
LA.
I see that all the time, man.
Esteban. You were like what, 21, 22?
I was fucking raging.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. I'm just jumping out, encuerándose.
And it was, my favorite part was
Chichis bouncing all over the place.
Pinche dragón atrás tocando la batería, cabrón.
no, the dragon wasn't there yet.
Those were the days when my chichis were so big that when I sat down for a few hours, I had red lines under my fucking chichis.
Wow.
The shirt también toda húmeda.
That was
This is how I always imagined it.
That's one of those things, man, that I just...
It was I don't want to say teenage angst. It was just young adulthood angst. Porque era un party, no era un birthday party.
Yeah, it was.
Y era en un hood, I don't remember, pero in that place que fuimos, it was the Asian gangs that were big, no? Porque there was Asian gangs in that time.
Really? I don't remember.
Y que sí, anyways.
The Wachins.
The point is that que este way there was train tracks in the back, like, I'm fucking leaving LA. And we're like, y yo empecé tren al sur. I'm taking, oh shit, sorry. Dice, I'm taking the train. Y yo acá, Esteban, no seas ridículo. Because he was like 22, so I was like 24.
Oh, yeah, la más sabia.
Yeah, la más sabia.
She's always
Ya
been
vivido
wiser.
vida. Ya vivido la vida.
She's always been the protector.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, Esteban, get the fuck down from there. Y la Marisol, and they're like,
Me jalaron las orejas.
Maxi le jaló aquí los pelitos.
I still...
Oh, from the
Yeah.
sideburns?
I gotta send her an invoice because it took me like 3 years of therapy to get rid of that.
He kept trying to run off to these trains. Y no, había uno que no estaba, nomás estaba ahí el cart. I'm gonna get on this one. Y que la chingada, like, Esteban, come on. Y sin camisa y todo. I'm like, Esteban, it's cold.
Fucking se quitó las chanclas.
Se quitó la camisa, los zapatos.
Wow.
Fucking pateando las piedras con
And
las
running,
uñas.
like, just walking back and forth.
It's
and
bad. It's bad.
Pero you had been drinking.
Yeah.
No, this is not sober shit. That's
No,
not
no,
like,
no.
este
Por
güey.
eso te digo, cuando se empedaba, se encueraba.
Yeah.
It's if they would have got that on video, that's the way it's on bath salts or PCP.
Something.
One or two.
Y luego sale, ya, porque esto ya, after the entire thing, everything was closed, and then sale la hermana de una amiga, and she's like, Esteban, get over here. And she, Maxi tall, y ahí va y que lo agarra de los pelitos de acá, que se venga, hijo de la chingada.
Oh, dude.
And that's the only way she got him to get in the car.
Yeah.
And
Y
then
ya todo
afterwards,
regañado, chillando, con el moco colgando.
and it was when he had his little fro. So nomás se ve el fro bouncing in the back of the car, todo triste. And then I'm like, Esteban, you want some Jack in the Box roll time steak? Yeah.
You want some tacos in there? Yeah, can you add buttermilk sauce to that?
Make sure they get buttermilk.
Make sure.
Acting like Nato way. Let me get serious.
Oh, yeah, por eso. Siempre, you know, it's always, por eso, a lot of times growing up, cuando conocí a él, y ya lo traía con amistades nuevas, and people were like, hey, you still ever dated? I'm like, no, fool.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. That's my homie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because you guys get along well. Like, yes, I know.
Yeah, nothing ever happened. between
No,
us.
hell no. Mira, yo lo dije una vez
That's
a
a
una
good or bad
persona.
sign?
No, one
No,
time.
so the way you say it.
No, one time an ex-boyfriend of mine asked me, has
Adam
everything...
Sandler, chato.
Ese chichón?
Did you and Esteban
Ese
ever mess
pinche uña
around?
negra.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, we didn't. And I had to be very vulgar. And I'm like, you know why me and Esteban never fucked around here? Because we're not sexually attracted to each other.
Yeah.
That's my friend. again. Le dije, my fucking thing doesn't light up around him, and his fucking dick doesn't get hard around me.
But you know what, Nola? I think a lot of people don't realize that can actually happen. Like, you can have a friend that's of the opposite sex, and there's nothing.
That was one of the things que casi discutía con el Jericho. He's like, and the podcast que hice con ellos, that he said men and women can be friends. Like, oh yeah, yes, they can.
Yeah.
When there's no sexual attraction, yes, you can.
Yeah.
You know? Pero eso también cuando lo traía con mis amigas, they're like, oh, you're friends. I'm like, hey, he ain't serious about nothing. So if you get involved with him, don't get mad at me. Porque, you know, está de...
Y nomás que no se quiera pelear porque luego se van a encuerar.
Yeah.
Shit.
Pero fuera de eso, it was like, nah. Por eso siempre le reclamaba a este Ramon, like, man, you're still my best friend. Nah, I'm borrowing him. He's like, he grew up. He needs a male friend.
I need an
I
uncle.
didn't say that.
He needs a male role
You
model.
should see the fucking look he gave me.
No es cierto.
I need a silver fucking uncle that is wise.
Nah. Es que ya
Que
cuando...
te doy tu domingo, güey.
Ay, güey. Ay, güey. Sounds like there's some Dutch rudders going on.
I know, it's fucking
shit.
good. Jesus Christ, you're fucking sisters here, dude.
A lo mejor no se te prendía a ti, pero se le prendió.
This is
The sexual attraction.
this is the most sexual he's gotten in this whole fucking podcast. It's fucking weird, güey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know how to.
¿Cómo te dijo que vas a...
Ernie,
He didn't want a bone or was
Is there some kind of glitch? Like,
in the Matrix?
something's going on here, bro. Is it just me or?
It's not the first time, güey.
No, es que el Esteban siempre tiene esa mirada misteriosa.
Nah. that's
Pues
not
decían, hey, what's up with your friend? I'm like, I don't know, go ask him. Pregúntale tú. Y por eso salía peleada con amigas.
Por
Yeah.
este cabrón.
Really?
Noelia lost a lot of friends.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure she did.
I even told him, Esteban, come on, man.
Yeah.
Y no es mi culpa. No es mi culpa. And I'm like, no, you're right.
¿Quieren el campeón?
¿Quieren el camarón pelado?
Yes.
Oh yeah, dude. Catholic. I was just stoked that
Yeah,
Noelia was in Catholic fucking groups and shit. Fuck yeah, Noelia.
They're all
Noelia,
trying to find God.
no, I got a full confession. I was manipulating the whole thing. Noelia, you need God. Noelia.
Hey, when's your next retreat?
Hey, I heard there's a group over here, fucking Soto. Kyle.
There's a
Sí, me
prayer
lo
group.
llevaba a las church dances y todo. And I would dan atiendo de everything que ya todas las... Le digo, a veces Esteban le digo...
Dude, one of your
Like, you
church,
see how I'm the good one in this fucking group of people?
at one of your church things, one of the two of the chicks that were around wanted me to show them my fucking dick in the parking lot. And I was
I
like, how
believe.
what the fuck?
I believe.
But like, dude, I want to come and dance and have a good time. Like,
I don't want to be
No puede,
violated.
pobrecito de Esteban, no puede ir a un lugar así que le piden que le enseñe el
nobody
camarón.
understands the struggle, bro.
El
Mi
campeón.
amigo. Y yo acá, like, moving around, like, you know, coordinating the event. I'm like, hey, you know, y I'm like, ¿dónde está Esteban?
Yeah, she would always be like,
And I'm like, Esteban, you're on your own, dude. You're on your own for a minute.
Esteban en the parking lot todo en palos.
Nomás se miraron de hazard
Now
lights.
serving number 63. ¿Quién quiere ver el campeón?
And I'm like, why are the hazard lights on in that car?
oh shit. Wait,
Pinche alarma going
let's
off.
not talk about fucking fogged windows and shit. Because
I didn't say fuck
No,
windows,
I never
Esteban.
said anything.
I said hazard lights.
It's still a
okay.
vehicle.
All right, sorry.
It's still a
Sorry,
vehicle.
I'm getting a little defensive.
Cuando se traumó el Esteban.
Getting a little defensive.
That shit was hilarious.
Este güey salió traumado, güey.
Oh my God.
Noelia, no.
I said hazard lights.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Fucked up
Oh,
car.
07 was a
Hey,
good
you
year,
guys
bro.
you guys are
Oh, wait, I think it
It was
was.
a wait.
You guys are bringing back wounds. Wait, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Fucking the fog. For some reason, I remember foggy windows. I don't know.
And then la pinche mano de pinche Titanic.
It's a memory I have. I don't know. Just this memory that keeps
No,
fucking.
Noelia.
One day I'm gonna picture exactly why I have this memory of a fogged fucking car.
Esa trauma, you're going to have to work 20 years, güey.
But Noelia said no because it's too long, so I'm not working on it.
No, ese drama no, Esteban. Ese drama
Ese
no.
no te hace nada.
Aquí yo estoy para disculparme.
Why do you think I haven't visited your parents in 30 years?
Can't see him straight in the eye. Can't see him straight in the eye.
I miss your parents. I miss, you know, I miss saying hi to everybody out there.
Listen, el chiste es
I
que
just
mi amigo
can't,
tenía
Look,
pegue.
I'm getting sweaty. I'm getting sweaty palms. I'm like Marshall. I'm like Eminem. His palms are sweaty.
The mom's spaghetti.
Eating spaghetti.
Knees weak.
My palms are sweaty too.
Jesus Christ. Hold on. Hold on. Let's talk about something else. Man.
Hey, me puso así, like-
Before we start, they were saying how they had each other's secrets. Ahorita está saliendo todo, güey.
Let's talk about Ukraine.
Yo nomás dije que a mi amigo, like, I would have to throw a
por
disclaimer.
favor, por el amor de Dios. Por favor. Let's move on. So you're fucking. Is this gonna be like a one-off? What you're doing with
Nah, man, I'm down to do it again.
Yeah?
Oh,
That's
because
awesome,
we
dude.
were coming up with I'm all like, I'll drive you. Because Noile's all like, hey, how much can I?
Hey, it's gonna want to cut it.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, no, I already.
He's getting involved in himself already.
I'm already fucking booking everything, dude.
Ya le dije que...
Noile was all like,
Oh,
well,
shit.
how much can I make doing
Don't
this?
say though how much, Dick. Don't say how much.
No, hold on.
This fucking guy.
Well, the point is, I'm like, hey, if we could do 3, ya le hicimos.
oílo.
If we could do 3, because I'm going to take her. I'm going to wait right there. Ya cuando se acabe, we're like, we got to fucking...
Hey, wait, Rupert does the same thing.
Hey, she don't need a man to do your shit for her.
No. I'm
The
just...
fuck? She could drive herself.
She
Yeah,
could,
no.
but you know
why is
what?
she treating you like
She
we're in the
doesn't have to
fucking
worry
90s?
about parking.
Sometimes you just gotta pick and choose your bad. Let him think whatever.
He's treating her like we're in fucking 1992 right now.
Why are you pimping your sister to weddings?
What the fuck, bro? She could drive herself. Wait, what the fuck?
Fucking officiating deja, güey.
I think as movida as he wants you to marry them, and then we play at the divorce party. So like a 2-for-1.
Yeah, the Home Depot band.
Because it's 50% chance of it's not working out, right?
Well,
So
that's
we
true.
could do. We could fucking.
We clean house.
Hey, didn't it go up 60%?
Oh, it went up.
I think it did.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, shit.
pandemic.
Pandemic, bro.
Pandemic.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah,
Pandemic.
pandemic.
Hey, but
people
why,
realize-
why are you
divorce
limiting
or-
yourself?
Divorce went now.
Oh shit.
Why
yeah.
limit yourself to divorce, bro? You can do the wedding and the divorce. one.
Yeah.
That's true, Noela.
Hey,
Damn.
fucking, if in 2 years,
Hey. Miren, the thing is that I was like, because, I'm not good with compliments, but a lot of people are like, oh, you know, I'm like, all right, cool. And then, sitting one of the tables, somebody mentioned like, hey, because I told them the same spiel, I hate this shit, whatever. Like, hey, but, you should look at it this way. Making money, you have a gift to do this shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I should charge this much for like an hour.
Yeah.
So then these 2 chicks in our table, they're like, oh, wait. So they looked up how much ordained
Yeah.
ministers make. I'm
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
can pay my rent in 1 day.
Yeah, for sure.
If I do 3.
Not only.
that's where I come in.
No. This guy, don't fucking involve him in your shit. You don't need this guy.
Hey, blood
What?
is thicker than water, cabrón.
Nah, but you're trying to get in there. Right? I'll drive you.
I want to spend time with my little sister.
Hey, I'll drive you and I'll wait, he says.
the fuck?
No, driving, no, wait. No, pero, and I'm like, maybe. So, le digo, hey, güey, le hago para los Chicano Shuffler listeners.
Yeah,
If they want to
for
get
sure,
married,
yeah.
I'll give them a discount.
Hey, but there's.
Is that why you're here?
That's
That's what she's here.
hey, I want to go.
cierto,
I want to go to.
Se
the
reveló. Se reveló.
yeah.
shuffle. I want to go to the shuffle. I want to make an announcement.
She wants to fucking promote her business. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, no es cierto, no.
What do you mean? Who cares?
No, but I'm not here for that.
Hey, you're gonna tell your landlord that fucking money is shit and we don't need
Yeah.
money? You gotta make it.
No, ya me make it.
Fucking do it, dude.
Luego digo, who was el chavo? He had messaged me like, yeah, compadre, ahí, slash off the price.
Oh,
I go,
Chavo
but I
101.
gotta bring the Chicano Shuffle with me.
No, you don't. You could do it on your own.
No, man.
Hey,
He's
fucking
gonna
we
want to
bring-
cut. This fucking guy's gonna want fucking. he thought your stats 60%. He thought that was his cut 60%.
No. Yo nomás voy a cobrar el gas y mi tiempo.
Ramon says he's gonna provide
Pero
the
his tiempo,
tortas.
he doesn't tell you. It's premium.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm also gonna be doing the booking because I'm all like, we could do one at 11, one at 1, and one at 4.
You know what though, Noela, with like right now with like TikTok and all that shit, dude. I started following this. Well, not to follow him, but my girlfriend, she likes this dude's videos of this guy from East LA that has doves like in funerals. He's like the dove guy.
Oh.
Yeah, he just like releases doves and he shows you, but he does it in a comical way that I've even seen. There's this few comedians that we follow on Chicano Shuffle, and they've done things with him because he's starting to like come up because he'll post TikToks of him like at work and he's explaining like facts about the doves. And, But he's cool because he's got personality.
Yeah.
And he looks kind of hood. He's kind of cool looking. So fucking with that, dude, imagine, dude, like you bring that comedy into the weddings, that it's needed, right?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to somebody like making light of the situation. You know?
Yeah, and that's why I had asked her, like, are you sure, Dick? Because you know how I am, you know? And she's like, no, like, just make it your own and make it your style. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Give me the green light.
That's awesome.
No, pero sí, I kept it, like, you know, I did. I mean, I think that I had a good outline.
Yeah.
And the good thing was that que podía tener ahí el, you know, my script.
That's awesome, dude.
Because I'm the type, like, if I have to do something in front of people, I try to have it all appear, you know, or not anything. But instead, I was like, I don't want to forget that I have to say these things, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not official.
I don't.
Hey, I don't want to do what I did at the live event, que se me olvidó presentar al Alfred. I'm like, oh, because I was so focused on something else.
No, well, those are hectic. I mean, weddings are hectic too, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, they are. And then the thing is, as simple as the ceremony can be, it's still fucking hectic.
Yeah. Well, that's why they charge what they charge, is because in order to control audience of people that are already kind of tense, some people, let's be honest, they don't want to be there. They're fucking dragged in there. And if you could add some light to that and just kind of make it cool, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So as I was like, that whole joke, like, what is love? I'm like, fuck, I hope people get it. Because I was like, if my brother's in the audience, he's going to be like, the only one.
Yeah.
But no, when I kind of went over the outline with the groom, I was like, you know, Jose, I was looking up love and I put, what is love? And right away the groom was like, baby, don't hurt me. I'm like, all right, you know what's up. You know.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it was nice. It was different. You know, we were in the church for so long that it's easy to be on the mic sometimes in front of people, but todos da nervios. You're like, oh, fuck, I'm going to shit myself or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of that anxiety, I'm going to shit myself.
that took a
This is how I always imagined it. Isn't it?
Me echando el pedo, güey.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do the fucking pedo,
I
güey.
didn't have it ready.
Pinche Fernan.
But it was cool, it's cool. Pero digo, like, any listeners que se quieren casar, manden un mensaje, we'll work something out.
Would you always have somebody that goes with you to these things? Or
Most like, I mean, I think...
Hey, yo, güey.
Well, what I was going to suggest...
Uber guy.
What I was going to suggest is that if you're really serious about it, you should record everything. That way you can, at home, see what hit.
Oh.
Like, take it like a stand-up or like an entertainer. So you have footage, you see what hit. Oh, I need to work on that. And it'll help you kind of develop your style a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, if I think I do want to do maybe a little more here and there.
Yeah.
Pero I liked what I did because it was like, oh shit, like this does mean something to people, you know? And one of the things that I wanted to make sure to say in the ceremony was like, uno se preocupa por la ceremonia. Like, everybody worries about the party, the this, the that, the this, the that. But they forget that the minute you say I do, that's the real shit.
That's perfect.
That's the real shit right there. Because, like, you're legally binding yourself to this person.
Yeah.
And you're saying legally to... You're saying legally yes to everything that they come with, vice versa. But so yeah, it was cool.
Llévate este way. Now you got a crew right here. The Fernando can do sound effects while you're telling them that I do is fucking permanent.
If you're handing out cuts.
I'll keep you on track. I'm all like, hey, next joke. Next joke.
5 minutes.
Next joke, oilo.
Next joke.
No, because Noelia threw a good little. She did like a little set, dude. It was
So
different.
why are you trying to fucking throw our timings away?
Well, because we got another wedding in about fucking 30 minutes in traffic.
Wait.
Oh, you guys got another wedding today?
No.
I was gonna say.
Wait. No. But it was cool. So yeah, I'm
That's
totally
awesome.
want to do it again.
That's awesome.
Plus, it's just practice to just, you know, get comfortable back on like doing shit, you know?
Yeah, that's good.
I like that.
That's awesome.
And free food.
Yeah, free food. Depending if it's a Latino wedding or not, because, you know, not everybody's. No. Didn't you read about that photographer que no le habían dado de comer
What?
in a wedding?
Oh, yeah. Y que no les quiso dar las fotos o no sé qué.
Yeah, that he was like,
Oh, I remember.
he had
something.
spent all day tomando fotos, and they didn't even offer to feed him, and he's like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah,
What?
it was
That
not a
sucks.
Latino
Well,
wedding.
from what I've seen, a lot of them have it like in their little contract too that they get a fucking.
Well, they have to.
If they're gonna be there like all day,
Shit.
pues they get a plato.
If they're going to party at Meches, they're going to have menudo, pozole, taquitos, everything.
Pero sabes qué? It's funny because you mentioned something about like being like the person that's kind of narrating the whole thing. Photographers also, people don't respect photographers.
No.
They think because you take a picture on your phone, it's a nice fucking picture. They think that photography is something that's like anybody can do it, and not realizing like shit's expensive. there's guys that actually have drones and shit. They
Yeah.
take it really serious, and they don't respect photographers.
And then agarran a la señora robándose el mole.
No, yeah, it is. It's an art too, you know, like the right lighting, you know. Yo le dije a la photographer de la ceremony, le digo, hey, bitch, good angles, y me cortas la papada de la lonja. And she started laughing. She's like, I'm serious. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, just make sure you always look up. Like, no, bitch, cut that.
Yeah.
You better edit those
Made me
photos.
look like Tyra Banks.
Oh shit!
I want to look like Salma Hayek, cabrona.
No, pero le dije, nomás no la papada y la lonja. Just take it out. Pero,
That's awesome. And did you dress like a little different? Or?
Yeah,
I had my slacks.
Yeah, she had like a suit, like a dress suit.
No
like
shit.
slacks.
She looked good.
Si llegaba así, pues está cabrón, ¿no, güey?
No, güey, se llega.
Ay, hijos de la chingada. A ver. ¿Tú estás seguro?
A lo que vinimos, ¿no?
¿Tú estás segura?
That's a legitimate question.
He'll accept it.
No, hey, I could be dressed anyway. I can perform a ceremony right now as long as you have your marriage license.
No, Ella said the most important things, right? It has nothing to do with how you dress, right? She
No.
could fucking have
Could
some
be like this. Así, fodonga, pinches, dedo negro.
brand the broken.
But yeah, no, con que tengan marriage license, I'm good.
I thought you guys heard it first. Fucking, if you guys
Yeah.
want to get married,
Yeah.
hey,
Give me a call and I'll set it up.
what about another state? They have to fly you out. They have to fly you out.
I would-
Comp hotels and shit, or
Yeah,
what?
güey.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Right?
Pa' tres.
Yeah.
Fernie's coming along too. Fernie's
Wait,
coming
mira.
along.
Fernie could be the sound effects. Ramon
You'll take
could
over
be-
the
And you
DJ?
could do the music,
Yeah.
Esteban.
No, we do have. If we wanted to fucking
whole wedding,
kill
bro.
it in the wedding,
Hey, luego
fucking-
tengo la Marisol con los treats.
Oh, no, let's get a whole package, eh?
dude, she has a whole umbrella of fucking people.
Guys, aquí lo oyeron.
Yeah,
Chicano shuffle weddings.
One-stop shop.
one stop shop.
Chicano shuffle wedding.
Fuck, I feel
shit.
bad for it.
Why?
Cause I don't know.
No.
Nos amarramos el nudo.
Esteban,
Is our
we got this.
slogan.
We'll do it
Yeah?
good. Yes. Got it.
Les amarramos el nudo.
Yeah, we'll tell her not. We'll tie the knot.
Fuck, how did I almost miss that fucking line? That was good. I almost missed it.
Hey, that should be a raffle.
I know, ¿verdad?
Cuando tenga otro live event or whatever, it'll be a raffle.
A ver, aquí, ¿quién quiere que le amarren el nudo?
Wow, güey.
Yeah.
Right?
But no, other than that, it was a good experience, and I look forward to doing it again.
Ramon, get her some Vistaprint cards. Que le ponga que yo le amarro el nudo.
En 10 minutos o menos.
Wow.
Y con clase.
Y con guitarrita, soundtrack.
Vámonos. Fucking,
Yeah. But no, it was cool. It was fun. It was a nice experience. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something new. Something different. I don't know.
I got you like this, yeah.
Sira.
Si Ramon se quiere casar, how are you going to do it?
Hey, I'm be like, hey, y'all sure you want to let this happen? That'd be my first thing. Like that. Yeah.
He's already failed in one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus
Hey, did
Christ.
I say that whole thing?
Shame.
Did I say that?
Shame.
What a dick. He already fell in one.
Like, pero the whole, like, if anybody's against, did I say that? I don't remember if I said that. Oh, okay. Because I was going to be funny too, but I was like, nah, mejor no. Because you know how there's that disclaimer. If anybody here present thinks that they shouldn't get married, speak now.
Yeah.
So I was going to say it, and I'm like, because if you guys speak in the middle of this shit, you're
Ya
done.
pasamos.
Yeah, pero...
Ya
si vas a
perdieron
salir.
su número.
So, Noela, how would you handle that? If you made that announcement and somebody stood
El
up,
chisme.
how would you handle it?
How I handle it, shit. Ramones are like, get this motherfucker.
But is it supposed to just like, are you supposed to like address it and spend some time trying to figure out why? Or
I think in that case, it's just like, why are you against this? And then whatever comes out.
Because I fucking love her.
so
eh?
it starts like a therapy session right there?
No, it'd probably be like, hey, I don't. In that situation, the videos I've seen, the minister's just like, well, what do you guys want me to do?
Oh, really? So in the training, it wasn't like how to deal with that?
No,
Oh shit.
no, it's
Damn,
just
bro,
like these are the.
Should be a whole chapter with.
These are the
right, bro?
What the fuck?
That would be a good thing to look at.
That's like getting a massage therapy license and not teaching you how to handle a fucking hard on.
No,
Happy ending.
Wow.
I think in that case, lo que he visto is just, hey, los videos que vi, the minister's just there like,
Yeah, thank you. No, now I have a new rabbit hole. Fucking weddings gone bad.
That's a good one, eh?
No, but it's true though. I never thought of that because it's like, what if somebody does that? I don't think they should be married. It's like, whoa.
¿Por qué? No, you should be like, why? Well, because at the bachelor party. I'm like, a ver, cuéntanos.
Be like,
holy shit.
do you want to continue with this? Do you want us to escort the person out?
That's how
Probably.
Right? I mean, I think it'll be fucked up to ignore it, right? Like just stand there.
No. I mean, I think Noelia.
Noelia
what
be like
Noelia
Homer
would do.
Simpson that backs into the bushes.
Yeah. No. Noelia would probably just like, why are you protesting or why are you against this? Weedy. I would probably ask the bride and the groom, like, do you guys want to escort him? Have him or her escorted? Do you want me to continue?
Right away, you want to cancel him.
Wait, I know. So what's the purpose of having that option if you're just going to say, get the fuck out of here?
You're canceled.
I thought that was like...
Or what would you guys want to deal with it? Porque qué tal si es una vieja que dice, I'm pregnant with
Because
his baby.
I'll be like, hey, ¿sabes qué? We got another wedding, Noelia, so either wrap it up or we stop it here.
It's a sick question. You're a sick fuck, and I'm not that sick that I'm going to answer it. I'm not telling you anything.
I'm just gonna, Esteban, I'll probably be like, hey, well, can we take a plate to go though? Because that's all I care.
This is my contract.
I don't know.
Hey, make sure they pay you first on these fucking places.
Oh, yeah.
That way if shit hits the fan...
They need to leave a deposit and then
that would be, that's a good question because I'm not like, what does one do in those cases? In los Catholic churches, pues ni sé.
I've never seen that happen.
I've never seen it happen. I've seen it in videos where someone shows up like, Charles, you're not going to tell them you're already married and blah, 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 blah.
Right way.
Mm-hmm. And then another one that showed up because she was pregnant and shit like that. So the minister's always like, should we continue or... Ese es pedo de ustedes. Yo aquí me pagaron para casarlos.
Yeah, I always wonder what the purpose... I've always wondered what the point of that was then.
Yeah.
If it's just like...
Who knows? That's a good question. Me, I'll be like, hey, y'all want me to go on? Do you guys want me to go on?
You can't miss an opportunity
And
to
then
fucking...
before you leave, you're like, hey, if you need this wedding annulled, aquí está. And here's my rates.
Pero sabes...
Corramon.
Naturally.
Corramon, este güey.
I'll set it up.
Va a tener su mic. Check.
Fucking guy.
The natural instinct would probably be to mediate. To be the person that's okay, what do you guys...
So como la humedad, güey. I just fucking sneak in.
No pagaron for mediation, eh?
That's extra.
I know, right? Naturally, though, that's the instinct of like the person I am. Like, okay, because I did that as a job too, where it's like my job was to go in to resolve the conflict by delegating shit. Like, all right, you take care of this. So that would kick in. Like, all right, what's going on here?
Dude, you were fucking made for this career, dude.
Oh,
you have a lot of things that people would really fucking appreciate, and then your job and everything that you've been through, like you say, you know how to handle fucking.
Gracias.
Imagínate.
So I'll probably be like, hey, ¿qué va a pasar aquí?
Yeah.
¿Qué es la onda? O sea, ¿van a correr los señores? ¿Seguimos adelante con la fiesta?
Pero a mí me dan mi plato para to go.
Pero me van a dar las carnitas, ¿no? To go. Yeah, I mean, I never thought about it, but shit, that's a good question.
No.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, and then when you come back, let us know what the fucking protocol is. Because to me, telling them to fuck off kind of defeats the purpose of
I want to know the chisme.
Yeah. No, I want to
know the chisme.
Yeah.
A ver. ¿Por qué, güey? ¿Por qué?
Hey, so este güey va a ser the reporter fucking interview. Hey, señor, ¿por qué está tan enojado?
A ver, dígame.
¿Y qué pasó?
y como, ¿qué día ocurrieron los acontecimientos?
Because you know what, at the end of it, well, if it's, let's just say, ahí la plática ya va a otro tema, pero let's just say it's a big wedding with a wedding planner. The wedding planner would be the person to take care of that shit, I think.
So weddings aren't really like, they're obviously hectic, right? So there's no like, everybody just looks at each other and shit happens?
I think so. Shit, that's what I was like, who am I looking at? Pero no, weddings are, pues digo, this was a house wedding, meaning que era en un patio, en una yard, big yard, very nice.
Yeah.
And it was hectic because it's like, making sure that the arreglos are there, that this is fixed up. And that's just a yard wedding.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I want to, whatever. Ya una grande, I would imagine that the wedding planner would be the one to. However, in a situation like that, I'm imagining that people are going to look up to the person in the front.
Yeah, well, if you're talking and
then you're going to have to handle it. So
that's why to me, like, if the guy or the woman just stays still, it's like, I mean, I get it, but it's like, fuck.
No, like if that was, I think naturally my response would be like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah, hey, dale una chela este güey.
A ver, ven. Acá en el mic, dinos por qué no estás de acuerdo. A ver, José Luis sin censura. Ramon, cue the music.
Ramon.
No, Fernie will cue the music.
Oh, yeah. Raymond will throw the chairs.
I know.
No, but all in all, it was a nice experience. All in all, if there's any listeners out there that would want to offer me the job, I would do it. You know?
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
You know, y les doy un small discount.
Hey, you
Un small discount.
according to your brother, is really small. Small discount. 'Cause
Well,
Este güey.
from what I heard before, todos estamos parejos.
yeah, right? What the fuck?
No, that's true. Yeah, but it was cool. It was cool.
Tall or short.
So if
Yeah.
you guys want a celebrity fucking handling your shit, I just have it aquí.
And I'm like, oh,
The
este
celebrity
güey.
family, way.
No, cállate.
I was talking about this guy. yeah, you heard?
Yeah, I was already getting
No,
like
see.
what
What
the
if I
fuck?
chop liver?
No, and it's true exactly how he said it. That we were sitting down and like people, oh no, we're good. Y cuando pregunté, like, hey, yo dije a una persona, I would charge this much. And those two ladies like, oh no, girl, this is how much they make right
Yeah.
away. Fucking William. I'll drive you around. You get 3 weddings in a day. You got your
Hey,
rent.
where you get 3 ways?
When do you have time to fucking drive her around?
Hey, I'll make time.
Yeah,
and then
ahora
I
sí,
was
ahora
even
sí.
like,
Ahora
Well,
sí.
see, but Fernie and the
No.
fucking poor guys are in fucking Northridge in the fucking summer. Poor guys.
yeah,
Fucking ice is melting and you're over here fucking.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Security
look, if
for
I
the
can't make
fishing.
it, I'll ask Fernie. I'm like, hey, Fernie, can you take Noelia? And then, you get my cut.
¿Cuánto paga? No, güey, it's a favor.
Jesus, what are we in the 70s?
I'll
güey?
Déjalo, que se ilusione.
I'll sublet
You
my...
can't drive or what?
Hey, she does. Look, you gotta understand, it's hectic. She's gonna have to get dropped off in the front, go do her thing. I go
Fud.
park the car.
You guys spreading fud.
She's not stressing out about finding parking. La dejo en puro enfrente, güey.
It sounds like she had a good time, güey. She figured it out. She fucking killed
Yeah, but
it.
she got there like what 3 hours early.
Well, dude, she's a fucking
Yeah,
professional.
well,
What-
she
what
doesn't
you-
have to worry about that. I'll get her there within 30 minutes.
Nah, you have to go and what the fuck? You gotta go and see.
Hey,
what
we
the
got
fuck-
3 weddings.
Yeah, 3 weddings.
And we got 3 weddings in a day, cabrón.
Déjalo.
Oh, God.
A ver una canción de la boda. Pero no, all in all, thank you. It was a fun experience. Ahí ya saben los listeners, ¿eh?
Neta.
Hit up Ramón o Esteban o Fernie, you know?
Yeah.
Y yeah. Es que también lo que hice, I mean, no es para like, but I did consult with the bride and the groom separately. Because when I got to their house, because I know them, llegué, ahí estaba el groom. And right away I'm like, hey, Jose, le go, you sure you want to do this? He's like, do
Ay,
what?
güey.
Like, you sure you're ready to get married? He's like, yeah. Like, was there anything, you sure? Like, any conversation we need to have?
Trapitos al aire.
Yeah, he's like, no. He was cool. And I'm like, so why her? Like, why are you marrying her? Why are
Yeah.
you choosing her?
Yeah.
Y pues,
Wow.
para yo también tener...
Destroying weddings over here.
No, I'm not destroying.
Sounds like you need to charge more with
I
your
know,
fucking
güey.
psychology
It
background.
was more like, okay, I just, ¿por qué ella,
Yeah.
Y luego, he said his reasoning. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then ya él se fue, llegó la novia, because she's my friend, we're chatting. Same, okay, le digo, hey, bitch, you sure you want to do this shit? She's like, yeah, like, why him though?
Yeah.
Ay, pero con ella era más de que, ¿por qué, güey? Like, ¿qué, pues,
Yeah.
qué tanto?
Con esa cara también.
Yeah, I did, like, why him?
¿Y ese
Like, why?
pinche chaparro por qué?
He's
No,
not
está alto,
chaparro,
está alto.
Oh, wow.
Alto.
She's short, but he's tall.
Yeah,
You
he's
should, you should see his 401k, bro.
I know. What the fuck? Priorities,
Yeah,
bro.
pero so I asked her the same, and she gave her explanation. Okay, good. So I was able to like, okay, these guys are, their answers were like adult
Yeah.
answers of like, partnership.
Naida should work for the government, where the immigration.
A ver, ¿dónde tiene el lunar?
¿Y de qué tipo de calzones usa?
¿Y cuál es el dedo negro? ¿El del izquierdo o el del derecho?
Ok, sí, ¿quién se pedorrea más?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Wow.
Yeah, because shit like that, I'm like, fuck, marriages are serious shit. That's why they're so scary to me.
Yeah.
Shit, because it's like legally I'm binded to your ass forever.
That's crazy.
And then if I want to end this shit, I have to pay for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that prenup still like a thing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah? On both sides, I'm assuming.
Yes.
It's pretty big now, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
shit, yeah. Because, more women, obviously more. Women are also in the working field, you
Yeah.
know, making their own money, making
Yeah.
their own
They got
shit.
401ks, they got retirement, they got
like,
pensions.
este güey, pinche me lo lengo aquí
Y
nomás.
sí hay un chingo de esos güeyes.
Yeah.
Pinches vividores.
Yeah.
Ay, güey.
But it's weird because the guys that I hear that are like that, they have a lot of insecurities también. Like they'll fucking freeload and be fucking like that, but their insecurities are also like, and they don't respect these women sometimes.
Yeah,
You know?
no. Or they have the idea of like, oh, women's movement, let her fucking pay for everything. Let
Yeah.
her do this, let her do that.
A ella es la que le interesa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then at the end to me, it's just like,
No, yeah, that's the mentality.
Querían equality.
Ella la que se quiere casar.
yeah, that's the idea too.
Oh, yeah?
There's a lot of shit. Yes, yeah, I've heard that. Like, well, she's the one that wants to do this. All right, dude. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
If you're doing it because she wants this, is because, and you think you're doing that out of love, it's like, good luck, dude.
A lot of guys, we like to cop out on shit like, it's the corporate shit. Like, I don't want to spend that much money. Then we throw those excuses.
But it's because it's,
Like, la pinche boda nomás es para apantallar. And like, why the fuck we're going to do that? I hear that all the time.
But it kind of is true. But it is true.
Yeah.
A lot. That's por eso digo. My experience in seeing friends get married and everything is like, bitch, you need to be stressing about the moment you say you do.
Yeah.
The wedding y todo, aunque te salga perfecta, there's gonna be someone that did you see
I wouldn't have done this.
There's always gonna be some shit.
Probaste los
Yeah, but
pinche comida.
those are fiestas tipo como las quinceañeras that you gotta go. You don't have the lana and you still go like overboard.
Yeah.
Pero es igual para pantallar. Look what I could do.
You
Yeah,
get
pero
in
those
debt.
guys have
Family.
pinches padrinos pa todo, güey.
Yeah. Yo pensé que iba a ser la madrina del pinche DJ.
Hey,
you
do
know?
they have GoFundMes for weddings?
Yes, I'm sure they
I'm
do.
sure they do, güey.
Why
I'm
not?
sure they do.
Why wouldn't they?
Oh, shit.
Y luego lo que pasa, you get in debt to have this
Yeah.
wedding ceremony. You're married and then you realize, damn, this bitch likes to spend money.
Then that's the thing is a lot
This
of
bitch is in debt or this dude's in
This
debt.
bitch, we.
We are,
At that point,
we're now in debt because this dude doesn't know how to save his money. We're now in debt because this bitch spent.
No, but even just that wedding. The weddings are fucking pricey as fuck.
And I think that's what guys, because, well, maybe just generalizing, but for me, I always think about how much money this is going to cost.
Yeah.
Before emotions, before
Yeah.
fucking I get really excited or whatever, I think, what the fuck is this going to cost me?
Because at the end of the day, por eso hay muchos divorcios and the main thing is finances.
Oh, that's a big one, yeah.
Finances.
No.
So that's something to me is like marriage is cute, like the wedding, but that's a business deal.
But at the
You're
core,
going into a business deal with this person for the rest of your life.
but at the core of that is communication, because
course.
you sometimes as guys we keep shit to ourselves because we don't want the person we're dating to know that we're struggling financially. Vamos a pantallar. We start charging shit on our credit cards to live this life that we can't afford, and then when we condition somebody that's what they're gonna
But
get.
then that's why you got to date within your means. Not saying that you're broke, so date someone broke. No, I'm not saying that. Pero tú mismo sabes qué pareja quieres. I'm sure your significant other is not going to be asking you for shit that you're like, fuck, I'm going to give it to you. You're going to be like, no, girl, I can't spend that much money.
Yeah, but
You know
You
what I
don't
mean?
love me.
But the guys, they won't tell them no. They'll get a woman used to a certain lifestyle, and until their shit starts fucking, I'm gonna max out my credit cards. I don't have any more savings, and you're getting this person used to a certain lifestyle, and then the wedding is obviously gonna be fucking
Yeah.
massive.
Huge, yeah.
You don't have money. You're trying to fucking portray this image that's not you, and now you're not communicating like, hey, this is like fucking. I don't have money. Like we're struggling. You're not doing that. So at the core, it's communication, right?
But
Yeah.
It's finances here, but it's really communication.
Yeah, but I mean, eso works both ways because, I mean, I've heard the same thing with women, pues, that overspend or también they're trying to live a lifestyle que también they can afford and they don't communicate like you're saying to the husband, hey, wait, I just maxed out all the fucking 6 credit cards, you know, and now they're trying to catch up and siphon a little bit from the family account. Yeah, como dice, it all comes down to finances and miscommunication.
Well, I can't speak for women, but for guys, we don't want to admit that sometimes we're fucking broke. We don't want
Somos
to.
pobretones.
We don't want to admit that we don't have that money. We don't want to admit shit like that. So we live this fucking lie to try to convince this person to love us.
We don't know how to deal with our finances. Gastamos a lo pendejo.
Yeah, está cabrón, güey. Yeah, it's fucking tough, dude.
We got a fucking $80,000 car.
But you know what, way? I mean, people want to pretend like they're not
10-year
there.
loan.
The fucking red flags are there from the get-go, dude. You just want to be that person that changes their life. You want to be that person that's credited for fucking...
You want to be Captain Save a
Yeah, and then you... Exactly, though.
Yeah.
Like, the red flags are there. They're cute right now.
It's true.
They're cute or whatever.
You see the red flags, those bitches are burning, and you want to be the savior. You want to be the one that pero let me be the one that helps them change. No,
Yeah.
no.
I want
People
to
are-
make him an honest person.
Yeah, no. I'm sure you've seen that saying like, men will change for the woman they love.
Yeah,
My thing is like, no, change for your love, for yourself.
yeah.
Don't change because of me. Because
Yeah.
if I'm no longer around, you're still gonna go and be the same asshole you were before.
Yeah.
So that change, whatever it is, has to be self-love.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna change I'm not going to change my anger just because I want to impress him.
Yeah.
I need to change that anger and manage that anger or whatever it is that I have for me.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I live with me.
Yeah.
You know? Entonces, my thing is always like, I'm going to change for this person. No, change for you, you know?
Yeah.
Pero once again, the root is communication.
Yeah.
You know? Por eso tú estás diciendo, these guys spend money trying to impress a girl and keeping her there. But it's like, but then you're broke as fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
But you don't think that, like, since we're talking about love, because that's a really fucking deep, like, love.
Broad.
Love we could talk for fucking.
Yeah, because there's all kinds of love.
It's the whole lifetime. Like, you could really talk.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is love? Like,
Baby, don't hurt me.
I'm starting to get to the point where I don't think you need to be loved. Like, you don't need to be loved by somebody.
No.
Because you already have it. You know what I'm saying? It's like eyesight. If I put a bandana in your eyes, where does your eyesight go? It's already there. All I have to do is remove it and it's there.
Yeah.
That's what love is. You already have it. You're trying to find it outside, but you're not going to find it because all you have to do is get rid of all the shit that's blocking, like the bandana that's blocking your eyesight.
But what if the blockage is 30 years of bullshit?
That's
30 years of like, you ain't shit, you're never going to be shit, nobody's going to ever love you, blah, 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 blah.
But eventually it clicks.
Yeah, it does click.
And it happened for me. Eventually it's like, I don't need to be loved. Like, that's not what I need. I don't need somebody to complete me. I don't need somebody to love me. I don't need somebody to make me happy because I already have that inside. All my job is to get rid of the shit that's blocking me from actually feeling what's already there.
Yeah. No, it's true.
You can't find what's already there, Nola.
No, I completely agree. And that was one of the, arguments or disagreements in past relationships with me where maybe it came out wrong. But my thing was like, I don't need you to love me.
Yeah.
I don't need you.
Yeah.
What you're doing is adding value to what I already have.
Yeah.
So if I have self-love, having you in my life and you loving me, that's adding value to it.
Yeah.
It's not the sole purpose.
Yeah.
You know? Y siempre era un pleito, like, you don't need me. I'm like, okay, I don't mean it like that. Yes, there's things I need you for, but internally, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, who I am, I don't need you to fulfill any of that.
Yeah, and why? And the problem is that people think that that's selfish. Like, why is that selfish? Like,
No, it's not
like
selfish.
people think like.
Ya está durmiendo aquel.
Yeah. Well, we've been getting into some deep
No,
ones.
but
the
no,
last-
it's just, you know.
the last 3
We started
episodes.
talking.
Bernie and I got crickets.
Cállense.
No, but I mean, you don't need somebody to love you. And then if somebody loves
I
you,
love the crickets with
if somebody, if you do convince somebody to love you, you're manipulating them into loving you.
Es que acá el pinche.
You know what I'm saying?
The
And that's
Dr.
the-
Phil se está poniendo cabrón.
No, pero es because it goes all full circle.
No,
When
you're wrong.
When you try to manipulate people to love you, that's just some.
Well, no, when
fucking-
you're doing any kind of manipulating, something.
any manipulating.
It
That's
doesn't-
abuse. That's
As
abuse.
soon as you use that word, yeah,
That's
it's otro
abuse,
pedo.
yeah.
But if you want to convince somebody to love you, that's manipulation, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm not saying anything about your dressing, but if you go to like a no, but this is
Fodonga te dijo.
this is what it is.
Called you fodonga.
No, see, let me finish, guys.
I wanted to get here on time. Dude. That's what interests up.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, if you go to a really expensive restaurant, you're gonna pretend like you're not gonna show up. Most people are gonna show up like what they're really not. You know, maybe you charge a fucking nice shirt on your credit card because you wanna fucking convince this person that you're the person. That's not real. That's manipulation.
No. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people think that love is. That person loves me. That person doesn't fucking love you. You manipulated that person to love you. You have love already.
Yeah.
It's not outside.
And that's when it becomes abuse.
Yeah.
When you manipulate a person to fall for you and then you know what to do to continue manipulating them. Y es donde entra lo tóxico de las personas.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all men are toxic, all women are not. No. We're not all toxic. We all have toxic traits.
For sure.
You know? Pero, no, I agree. Like, love is love. It's open to interpretation, but at the end of the day, it's like, we shouldn't seek the validation of other people to have that self-love. Pero, ¿cómo vas a aprender eso about self-love when maybe you've been taught the very opposite?
Well,
So that's why I say, like, for some people, it's very complicated to even start that journey of self-awareness, accountability, and, you know, healing. Because we don't know where to start.
Pero Noelia, let's be honest. Like we try to live our lives that the end goal is the point, and not realizing that the end goal is nothing. Like the where you learn is through the process. So even if it takes you 30 years, you're gonna be a different person every week.
Oh, yeah.
Because so it's not really about like you're not gonna like fucking be like fucking happy and then that's it. Your life.
Oh, no.
Your life's fucking boring.
It's a journey.
You're not stressing about anything. You already beat all the bosses in your fucking game. All you're doing is roaming around bored as fuck because there's nothing challenging anymore. So the point is that it's in the journey though. Like people think that it's the end part. No. You're gonna have growth from the.
We're always evolving. All the time, so there's never an end point.
There's never an end point. Even death is not an end point.
Because we're always evolving and change. And I've learned that because long time ago when I was part of the church, the readings in the Bible are always the same. It's always the same. When you go to misa, cuando vas a misa, it's always the same readings.
El Evangelio.
There's a schedule. Yeah.
It's always the same readings. It's always the same scriptures. And one priest said, the scriptures are the same. The one that changes is you.
Mm-hmm.
So every year is going to have a different meaning to you. Same thing. You read a book right now that you read 10 years ago, it's going to have a different meaning.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Yeah. A day, oh, shit. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, no, we're always continuing to grow and grow and grow. And then you just take the lessons that you want.
Yeah.
Hopefully the lesson, too, is that we don't need other people to love us to feel love,
Yeah, we need to love.
Yes.
But we don't need to be loved.
Yeah.
We need to love, though.
Yes.
And that's really important.
Yes.
No, estoy dormido.
Hey, what are you doing next week, dude? Fuck this fucking. What are you doing next week?
Next week was next week. Oh, Ramon.
I'm just kidding, bro.
She's doing weddings, cabrón. I already got her booked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No te emociones.
I really appreciate especially the female perspective. Because,
Thank you.
And then people ask for it too.
Thank you.
Because they hear a bunch of guys we're talking shit about diaper asses. We're just fucking
Y dedos negros and shit.
Pinche agua fría cuando te sientes a cagar.
I feel like when Noelia's here, we can take it a little bit more because
Hey, we got that percentage now.
Hey, if she's not offended, hey, it's good. We're good. We're just shooting the shit. No, I'm just kidding.
No, if she gets offended, she'll let us know, right?
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I mean, there's certain things that I'm just I can't take offense to it because I don't like. No, I'm not saying you guys, but in general, there's things that I'm like.
I was already cracking the knuckles.
I'm like, I don't agree with it.
Ay,
but-
güey, what the fuck?
Hey, those are pretty ashy already. Güey.
¡Qué chiste ni qué mis huevos!
Oh my god!
¿Cuál?
Remember Knuckles?
Oh, that one?
That one.
Just that one? This little one right
I
here?
thought he
You
had
mean
some coke.
Mount Everest right there?
This little knuckle right here?
Fucking Mouth Everest
No
right
está
there.
negro, no está negro.
Está todo
Hey,
snowy.
why are you so fucking ashy in your knuckles? Bro?
That's No Cap Mountain right there, güey.
Fucking drags the floor.
Dragging Knuckles, remember?
Hey, I don't appreciate fucking.
Do they know the story of the dragging
Oh
Knuckles?
yeah, we've
Yeah,
talked
the
about
bear.
it.
Oh, Bear. I hope he's still good.
Yeah.
Un gordito. Always.
The story is that he won like on K Day or some shit back in the day.
Oh my god.
He won like 20 grand and he spent it all at Nicolás way, the fucking strip bar.
No, that's not me, right? No, not me.
A homie que le decíamos el bear.
El Bear.
El oso?
There was Bear and then
El oso
Brad.
goloso?
And I remember as a young one, I was like, damn, 20 grand? Like, I was like, holy shit, dude, you won 20 grand? Y se los chingó todos.
Las pinches teboleras.
Ay, güey.
Mesa.
El
Mesa como
Bear.
soplada.
Era el Bear y luego su amigo Brad, who was twice as tall as him.
Wow.
Y son raza, güey. Some guy named Brad.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Brad era el security guard. Era el guard de ustedes.
But
Yeah.
can you imagine his abuelita in Mexico? El Brad.
El Brad.
El Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Gee. You need to carry some lotion, Ramon.
What the fuck? It's just one little knuckle. The little
Así
one.
no,
Nah,
así no
pretty
te voy a
ashy,
llevar a
bro.
las bodas, güey. Así no te voy a llevar a las
Yeah, what
bodas.
the fuck?
I'm gonna fix up, man.
What if you need to take out someone's that's against the wedding? We need to show those knuckles.
Yeah, I
Nice and
Come on,
You gotta
pristine.
take care of that Aspen right there.
Hey, wait, have you checked the weather this week, bro?
Está frío,
You
güey.
got a 4-day forecast right there.
Yeah.
Está frío.
Está frío, güey.
¿Y qué más? ¿Qué pues? What's up,
No,
Fernie?
pues yeah, I think we're fucking.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
done.
we're cutting it short now.
Yeah.
It feels like we're in the final. The music's been on for fucking.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's because you guys were too into it. I want to
know, what's love?
Es que también aquellos nomás están sentados. No dicen no jumpen in.
Es que están bien entrados.
Bien entrados, and I feel like if I throw in a joke,
Esteban even turned around and stopped paying attention to it.
Like, que no diga nada, cabrón.
A la ver con ellos.
Fucking,
What are you doing next week, though?
he just told you 3 weddings and a funeral.
Cabrón. Hey, can you get into that one too?
Maybe if I talk to homie in Texas.
Oh, shit.
No, that's too much.
Hey, it was a fucking pleasure having you, Noelia.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Saludos a la raza.
Hey, for those of you that don't know, Noelia is Ramon's sister.
Oh,
Some people might not know.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, some people might not know.
Yeah, so that sexual tension, that's why it's weird.
Jesus. Pinche Fernie.
Ya, güey, ya te pasaste,
Well, it's
güey.
weird,
Te
güey.
pasaste.
That's what made it weird.
Pasaste,
Wait, we're to the one that gave Dutch rudder. What the
It's
fuck?
just a regular conversation. I don't,
Makes it awkward, bro.
I don't.
Hey, if you give me $100, I'll sniff that.
Apá. Apá. Préstame 100.
You know what? Ahorita, with the music, I had made a comment on As the Fellas page, and then someone's like, they wonder if we're like really fighting. I'm like, no, we're just joking. Our parents encourage it.
Yeah. My mom and dad, they love it when Noelia and I fucking trash each other.
Yeah. But anyways, yes, I'm his sister. Nice to meet you all. Weddings.
Funerals.
No más weddings. I'll
Bar
officiate.
mitzvahs.
I'll make it special. And a little discount.
What? No discount yet.
No? Not discount?
No,
Wait, you guys are taking back the discount?
Bueno, quiero empezar, güey. Quiero empezar.
I know, what the fuck, Ramon?
That's my
Gotta build a
plug.
clientele, güey.
That's my plug. Like, say discount. And then, y ya cuando ya esté un poco más like
I like that the no transas, no avanzas, lives in the family.
Well, I'm not.
She's like, I'm gonna tell you, get a discount.
No.
And then it hikes up.
I'm saying I'm offering a discount so I can get hired. And then once, it gets, ya entonces digo, precio regular. Pero para los listeners, no, sí, para los loyal listeners.
All right, we gotta ask them trivia.
No, just, ¿quién canta la canción?
Oh. Ya vale madre.
Yeah.
Bueno, pues,
Anyways.
con eso,
Yay, thank you guys for having me.
raza, thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time of your day to fucking.
No saludos a nadie, güey. No saludos a nadie.
Well,
They're not listening. We talked about love for 20 minutes. They already checked out. Most people are like, fuck these guys.
no,
I mean,
especially if they're listening with their significant other.
Oh,
yeah.
They're
shit.
like, oh yes, oh yes.
¿Oíste?
Yeah.
¿Escuchaste?
They heard they don't need to be loved. Fuck this guy. They're already out. Basically, nobody's listening to this.
It's all right. Bueno, pues saludos a... saludos a ver a quién. Oh, Ashley Lana.
Oh yeah.
Lullaby, the Fear podcast.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say hi to her because she threw a shout out to me.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. So if you guys like crime with a little bit of a horror twist
And
facts
Colt.
and cult and
The
facts.
sexual tension continues.
Ay, hijo de tu pinche. Güey. Anyways, hi Ashley.
Te digo.
I feel like bondage.
This.
Whoa.
Oh, y saludos a los fellas, hasta fellas.
Shout out to us, the fellas.
And the fellas, güey.
And the
Ay,
fellas.
güey.
Ahí, eso sí es sexual tension. They do have sexual tension between them. I'm just kidding, guys. Just kidding. It's all love. It's all love.
They do. All right, so Raza, thank you for listening. We have a Patreon. If you go to our quick links on Instagram, you'll be able to go and see everything that we offer. We have our merch starter there. We have our Patreon. We have our Discord. We have Istaza. Don't forget to order your cafecito. Right now. So, ahorita con el frito, un pinche café cae chingón. All right? Also, don't forget, Fernie and I are also part of another podcast, Latino Happy Hour. So if you like this and you want to check out that one out, yeah, you're welcome to. The other one is, what else do we have? Fernie, I know is looking something up because I think he has something in the works. Again, don't forget to rate us on iTunes if you listen on the iPhone. And if you listen on Spotify, you can also rate us there. I think you have to listen to the first 10 minutes of any episode to be able to rate it.
No way.
Yeah.
O sea, they're not gonna have to listen to the love section of this episode. Órale, pues.
Well, that's the part to skip anyways. So
Cállese.
Well, no,
that's
this
a song. No, I'm saying the
skip
song.
the song. Skip the song.
So that's 10 minutes right there.
Yeah. You know. Well, wait a minute. Does the skip count?
I don't know, pero I just recently learned, about this rating on Spotify.
Yeah. So
You're the one that told us.
yeah, definitely. I see it because whenever you listen to something, do you want to rate it?
Una wedding song. A ver.
No me la sé, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yo cobro más, no le.
Cabrón. And I'll be your manager
There's
then.
no way you charge as much as Ramon's driving.
Yeah. So, Fernie, do you have
I was going to say something.
I gotta look it up for next time. Sorry about that.
All right.
There's
so
someone, but
there is someone, but acá
We
la
gotta do the-
producción
I gotta do the whole
todavía está
two-factor shit.
dormido.
Yeah.
You know. So, thank you again. Hope you really enjoy it. If you do, let us know when we post up our little video on any pre-day or whatever. Just let us know right there. Si les gustó, si no, qué pedo, qué ondas. Even to talk shit or lo que sea, just throw it on there. All right.
Para las bodas del verano, ya saben.
Las bodas de enero, no le. Fuck yeah. All right. So this is Chicano Shuffle saying.
Las Nieves de Enero is your knuckle, güey.
Wow, that was awesome.
That was a good one. Pinche Fernando. Out of left field, güey.
Wow,
That's a good
dude,
one.
that was the icing on the cake.
Yeah, so if you get anything, I hope you got that.
We got to take a picture of his knuckles now. So we can show people.
It's this
Don't
one.
be trying to fucking clear it, man.
I know. Oh, he did the fucking saliva trick.
So that
Moisten
doesn't
it up.
work, man. Give it 10 minutes, it'll show back. The truth is still underneath there, man.
You can't run from it.
Esta madre is coming back.
This is something that the old Ramon has to deal with, too.
It's part of the change. It's part of the change.
Mi bro, mi bro.
Alright, Raza. Thank you. We love you.
You guys are having way too much fun with this.
A ratos with that, eh?
Oh, shit, here I am. I'm back. La cagué.
La cagamos.
Sorry, you got 20 years to work on it, bro.
I've been working on it for 27, way.
Well, hey, it takes time, bro.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't believe anything we said. We're not professionals.
Bravo.
Bravo.
We got Dr. Phil's fucking certificates aquí.
Bravo.
Bueno, pues, vámonos que aquí espantan.
Doctor. Este güey. That's all right. It's real.
Al ratos with that, eh?